All right, our mics are live.
Nice.
Hello.
Hey guys, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got the TRC crew
good
kicking it off
afternoon.
for the
Hey,
drive.
Hey.
All right, all right.
Wow, they haven't left already.
Check local listings.
Oh, man. Well, so hopefully you guys enjoy our new little intro segment where we throw a little music, get things started, ramp it up.
It's a bit of
I think it's kind of
dance
fun.
party,
It's a
You know?
dance party.
It's fun.
Yes.
So, any rate, I made some new graphics so that in the background it's really encouraging people like go and actually chat before the show even starts.
Kind of telling them
It
what to
gets
do
them-
prior.
Gets them going.
I understand. Yeah,
It's provocative.
That's great.
Gets the people
Yeah.
going.
I don't think
So,
that's
it's probably not provocative.
it provokes
know
them
it.
to write a comment.
I think what you mean is piques their interest.
It does pique their interest. I'll give them that. All right, so
And we can make it provocative.
Why-
It's going to be kind of weird. if
maybe
do.
we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Although
That's
the
what I
very
was thinking.
first comment is, it was the Iraq woman.
It
So,
was the IROC
G.
woman.
Davis off to a strong start.
Bringing it home. Hey, look, the screen froze, so hoping that's
Oh,
not
that's okay.
wow.
Well, that's why I have
So-
my phone open down
Yeah.
here.
I
So,
thought I was just standing still.
I
Well,
can
that's,
see.
you're really good at standing still.
Unless they can see me still.
That could be it.
You never know. You never know. Anyway, welcome, guys, to the Thursday live Q&A that we do every Thursday.
Roger.
That's
here
right.
at the Rag
Good
Company.
job.
3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we're here to answer your A's if you have some Q's,
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
We provide the A's. You provide the Q's.
hopefully.
Well, they can provide the A's as
They can-
well.
they can
have
also.
as well.
Some of them
Many-
actually do
many
chip
have
in. I enjoy
provided
that.
A's for others.
When fellow, commenters, questioners will provide
Fellow-
answers.
Well, what I like about
Ayers.
this also, we don't have a lot of the ADA crowd, the all-day Anthony Crowders.
That's right.
What we've got.
We're a little
in here,
light on that.
We got the Next Day fam.
the
And the
Next Day
the Next
Nation.
Day Nation.
Next Day
actually.
Nations in the house.
Oh,
So
yes. That's
Well,
pretty
they
good
can see
stuff.
us, but I can't see myself.
that's all right. It's like a mirror still.
Yeah,
so you
we're
can't
working on the
technically see
preview. It's
yourself.
all good.
Oh my.
Don't have to be that
so,
vain. All right.
Ian Musgrove kicking it off, saying, "Hello, Rag Company. What is the difference between the Rupes yellow foam pad and the orange HDO?" Ian, not much.
One's very stiff.
Orange is just usually maybe a little stiff. Yellow's
It's-
kind of
it's-
stiff. But honestly, they're both, in terms of cut and polish ability, about the same. That's why
It's-
I like them.
Yeah.
Different manufacturers, but they're both going for the same goal, more
Yeah,
or less,
yeah.
with those pads.
The orange HDO is designed for the Rupes polisher. So both are designed to work on a long throw machine like that. So GT350 Mister says, "Yeah, that's funny. You can't fix stupid, guys. I have no idea.
I have no
what
idea who he's
I thought
talking
that
to,
was
but
funny.
That's cool.
That's true. You can't,
I mean,
you
he's
can't fix
not
stupid.
wrong.
Yep. Christopher Beard says he made a video on a paint sealant, and I called it the best. Of course, that triggered a detailer because to us, best is very subjective. If you made a video directed to consumers, not detailers, to be
honest,
TBC,
TBC,
would you
TBH?
use
I was expecting TBH, but
Yeah.
would you use the word best or say it's a good product? Now, of course, the video is based around my opinion of what the best is. All right, so we deal with this all the time.
all the time. We have to really think about the things we say because they have ramifications.
Well, especially on a much larger scale where
Yeah.
we could go, this is the best towel ever. Well,
Yeah,
It-
and
it's a great towel.
people read into stuff too. This is the problem: is you may say something, or there may be like a subtle implication, and you don't outright say a thing, and people will just assume you said that thing, and it'll get passed around like it's a fact that you
Well,
said that thing.
this day and age, the commenters, no matter if it's on
fearless.
No
Fearless.
holds
matter
barred.
if it's on
it's
our
savage.
video or person's video rebuilding
or
a
a
car
Next Day Nate video.
or a Next Day Nate video.
Poor guy just gets
Some of those guys let those commenters basically run their lives and run their videos.
Yeah.
But you've got to have enough
That's a sad way to
humbleness.
live, though.
You've
You
got to
don't
have
wanna
enough
do that.
humbleness about you to say, well, yeah, it's not the best. It is personal preference at the end of the day, 90%.
You could say what
the
works
most
best
recent-
for you.
The most recent video detox we did, Ivan and I talk about don't make a video. And this is for a person who runs a detail shop. Don't
Yeah.
make a video, doing 100 things like a product company would.
Mm-hmm.
Make a video for yourself. Like Nate made me a video, and it got disappeared and lost in the ether and the footage one day.
For shame.
Long time ago.
A long time ago. That was before I was Next Day Nate.
Yeah. But he made me a very nice video of me washing one of my dad's trucks and
Yeah.
just getting it cleaned up. And it was just going to be a promo video to get your car detailed in the summer. That's it. I just wanted it to
Get
be
people thinking about it.
yeah, just washing. And, you know, but I wasn't bringing out my polishers. I wasn't cleaning out interiors. I wasn't doing all this, coatings or anything. I was just washing and waxing the truck like
Sure.
everybody would do.
Yeah.
And I was doing it the same way. I wasn't using a foam cannon. I was using a bucket, soap and water. The point was, you want to market to your customers on what your services provide.
Yeah.
But if your services provide you doing a 50-step correction and coding and lights and all that, and that's your only promo video, or all of your marketing is just that, you're going to have a lot harder time, and you're going to be frustrated when you have to ask people.
Was he making a promo video?
I don't know, probably.
Well, you're either already successful on that front, and that is your customer base, in which case you are the exception to the rule that you talk about in the video. I addressed a commenter who had that very thing to say.
And that there was a commenter. We had lots of comments that were like, yes, thank you for talking about this. Like, we'll do 50-50 shots. We'll clean interiors. Teach your customers on what your services are. Make your videos on, hey, guys, it's so-and-so here. We're going to clean this. Check out this dirty carpet. I bet a lot of you have carpets similar to this. Watch what we can do for you. Spray it down, wipe it off, go, hey, that service, just so you guys know, if you sign up for it, it's $60.
And you're not
by itself.
You're not calling people dumb, but you are basically trying to save folks who have a limited marketing budget from going over their customers' heads. Not to say that those customers are dumb, they just don't know or care about some of this more highfalutin stuff. So target your market.
Yeah,
I mean,
and there's
maybe your market is that, but
helping
that's
your
the exception
customers
to the rule.
learn what you do.
Yeah,
50-50s
And
kill it.
50-50s do great.
50-50s
It can
work
just
on
be-
normies. Like
it can just be
nobody's
a wash.
business.
Yeah.
You can just tape a hood, wash it, take the tape off. See, this is what just a simple hand wash will do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people lose their minds. And then you can throw on a quick detail spray
Yeah.
if you want. And you haven't done a lot, but
Yeah.
you've made a big difference. And we had one commenter say, no, it's totally wrong. I made a video like that, and I've received tens of thousands of dollars from said video.
It was auto
Perfect.
spa, so I
It's not
thought,
a problem.
wow, okay.
Yeah, awesome. Good for you. The point is, what we're talking to is just everyday detailers on how to market to the customer.
Well, and here's
Don't feel like you have to do the big
Here's the
detail.
big picture thing. This is how I explained it to him when I said, okay, your absolutely valid points in your particular case, it worked for you. Or maybe you were already succeeding in that front, and then you made a video to reaffirm that, and you did those things and you feel a little called out. But if it's working for you, then that's fine. I explained to him very clearly in my comment post that I did right before I came in here was, we're kind of having some fun with it, but we're also not really trying to scold the people who do that and actually have a business that's centered around those things, and that's what they do day in, day out. The point is, and this applies to all social media, a small number of people have an outsized influence on the overall perception of what is normal in a given business landscape. So you have detailing, and folks who do a little, maybe a surface level dive into detailing, just see like all these crazy flashy, like it's all coatings and PPF and paint correction, and you don't see a whole lot of like, I did a wash and wax. You know, it's like, it's
I
not
washed and vacuumed
that.
my car.
Or I did
Feels
an
good.
interior and I cleaned up this dirty minivan. Like, that's not the sexy, in your face, just like intense
Hype.
part. That doesn't look good in a hype
Hype is a
video
buzzword.
necessarily.
Yeah.
So that is what I was basically telling him was, I'm glad you watched it, but this wasn't really meant to call you out. If you feel a little like that, I'm sorry, but we're kind of having fun with it, with basically trying to save people from themselves when they go down this route of like, everybody else is doing it, I have to do it too. Well, if your market's not going to bear that, then no, you don't have to do that.
Right.
Focus
Well,
on the
like,
customers that are in your market.
So take, for example, like Lupo created a video, and it's them laying PPF on a vehicle. It's them polishing
a cool
it's
video.
polishing a supercar. It's laying PPF. It's laying a coating. That's because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
They only ever work on supercars and high-end exotics and classics, and that's what they do.
Baller stuff.
If Matt came out and made a video of him shampooing carpets on a minivan, it wouldn't work for that demographic, for what they do.
But
You know what I
he's
mean?
done it before,
But
and he's
done
good at it.
He's in a commercial of him shampooing carpets on a minivan.
Yeah.
But that's because the shop at the time was doing a lot of minivans.
And that
But
was
he
that
has,
market.
He has progressed himself far enough to where he doesn't have to do those anymore because
Yeah.
he doesn't need to do that. If you're starting out, the point of that was if you're starting out and you're looking for ways to market, don't go straight to that level. You will
Right.
lose customers. Start with 50/50s. Start with interior stuff.
Those
Start
work
with
on
the stuff
everybody.
that people literally, because you're trying to sell to customers who don't know what a detail is.
You're selling
You're
the
not
result.
selling to the guy who's going to buy a Ferrari and wants to get it PPF, get the whole thing PPF.
The thing is, for detailers, even if they don't like the experience, that's what those videos are kind of selling the experience of that. But to a customer, all they care about is the result. 9 times out of 10. They just want to know, I have this issue. Can you solve it? And you either do, and you show that, or you mix them up with a bunch of other stuff that's
All right.
extraneous that doesn't affect them. We went way off on a
We
tangent
went way
there,
off
but
on
that
tangent.
was
but
was
the point
valuable
is, yeah,
input.
so we wanted to talk about that. But
I don't even know if that's what he was asking.
but what he was asking was when he said that this was the best product, in his opinion, he got a bunch of flack for it.
Yeah.
The point is,
Yeah.
we don't ever say that we have the best. Of,
Now, I will
like-
say we have said things like this is the proper way to install this or
Well,
things like that,
or
but
we'll
that's
say-
because it's per manufacturer guidelines.
Well, let's take our towels, for instance.
Yeah.
Our towels are good.
Our towels are also towels. You can use them like a towel.
Yes, and that's
You
the
can
thing.
use them however you want.
So, yeah, we can say, hey, this, just so you know, that twist and shout back there is highly absorbent because scientifically it is very absorbent.
yeah.
That's not,
I'm
not
still
blowing,
amazed with the
I'm
guys
not
with cotton
blowing-
towels who insist that
I'm
microfiber
not blowing
doesn't
smoke.
for some reason.
It's very absorbent. Is it the best at absorbing water on a car?
It's pretty good.
It's up there, man.
It's probably the best for absorbing water in our lineup.
Yeah.
Right.
Out of what we have
of what
available,
we
I
have.
would say it's good. And anything that's better than it, it's going to be such a minutia difference that it's
Well,
not.
but
really-
we
Let's just say somebody else takes that towel and makes a bigger version.
Yeah.
Is it going to be more absorbent? Yes, because it's a bigger towel. It's going to be able to hold far more
Yeah.
water than that size
apples
will.
to oranges, it will.
Yeah,
But
But-
on a 1-to-1, if you made them the same size, it's
But
going to
we
be
also
more or less
get
the same.
people calling in or writing emails asking about other, like, what pads should I use with this compound, or what pads are like, this is pretty
What's
well,
the best pad?
Yeah.
Well, we don't sell that compound, so I don't know. Here's what I found on their website.
Yeah,
This is what we offer that is
it'll work
like,
for you.
like the last cut. It's a great product.
Yeah, everything we sell, we stand. It's us because
We carry it
like
because
'em,
we
use
actually
it,
vouch for
we
it.
vouch
Right.
for it. So you can say, like you said, this is the best. This is the best sealant I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
Beadmaker is one of the best paint protectants for the money and for the slickness it provides that I have ever tried.
There's always
That's
going to
why
be
we
somebody
carry
out
it.
there who says, no, this
There's
is
tons
last,
of people that'll
longer
go,
lasting
you know
or
what,
something.
this is longer lasting. This feels just as
Have you
slick.
And
seen
they
a pan
could very well
video?
not
Yeah.
be wrong. There's plenty of
It's
cases
not
where
that
something
great.
might
Yeah.
be better in a given respect, but the person didn't say it's the best at lasting longer than any other thing. They said
Right.
it's the best for me. It's the
And what
best
you've
in my lineup.
experienced.
It's in my experience. And your experience, what's your experience? Is it vast or is it, shallow, limited to what you've done over the course of the last
Well,
year
my-
because
my
you just got
experience
into
is vast.
detailing? I know yours
Well.
yours is vast, but
Minivans.
the point
Yeah.
the point
Re-
being,
repo
and this
cars.
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
this may bother some people, but I am definitely a firm believer in using some weasel words.
Yeah.
Frankly, and it's not just like a marketing brain thing, but it's basically
Beadmaker, it's the best.
you
weasel.
can
Best.
put disclaimers on things, you can put caveats on
Beadmaker
things.
beads.
You can say this is
Beats.
the most awesome thing
Yeah,
I've ever
weasels.
experienced
Bears.
in the last 5 minutes. This is, you can always have some kind of condition or something, and that bothers some people. I get it,
Battlestar
but
Galactica.
the reality is, if you put it out there, you're getting attention. Then you can have a conversation. Some people don't like that. Some people are great with it. If it gets somebody to actually check something out that they didn't before, then you've done your job. And
true.
if you're going to have a conversation with somebody, don't be a jerk.
There
Don't
we
be a
go.
bully.
Well,
Actually have a conversation.
I'm talking about that. So whoop.
So whoop,
From
rectangle
Rectangle.
in the house.
He's also
Thinking
thinking about picking up a case of drying towels for my detailing business. Thoughts on the Platinum Pluffle?
It's the best drying towel we have.
It's the best.
You-
It's a word.
Yeah,
You did
just weasel word. It's the best.
Levi
no,
loves the
it's-
pluffle. I
I
like
like the-
twist.
I like the twist and shout. Anthony loves the pluffle.
I've got a
Yeah.
pluffle. I've got a
Get
double
one of everything.
twistress.
Get
I've
one of
got a
everything.
twist and shout. Just be mindful when you're using bead maker with them.
Yeah, just wash. Make sure
wash
you wash the towels.
soon after.
Yeah.
Now with the pluffle, okay. Here's the thing about the pluffle. If you're looking
my,
for
I
like
can't
what
Get
conditions
this
do I
thing
use a
in the right
pluffle under,
area.
you can use all of our drying towels to dry, no question. But if I were to recommend a scenario in which the pluffle excels, it's when you're working on paint that is the kind of paint that scratches if you look at it wrong. Like it's just the most delicate, softest. Oh, I don't want to mess with it. Use a pluffle to dry, and you shouldn't have any issues. That's
true.
That's how I would look at it.
All right, Danny Israel. Hey, Rag Crew. Hello from sunny Florida.
Well, it's sunny here.
Yep.
And then Aaron's Aaron's random life. How long should I wait before putting a wax or wash on fresh paint? My parents' minivan's hood needs a new paint job. Well, Aaron,
I'd
usually
work.
wait-
I'd work on getting the paint job first.
get it painted, and then it takes about. You can wax it. You're totally fine to wax new paint with just plain carnauba. You cannot seal.
Yeah. The
with a
wax
paint
will
sealer.
actually still have some porous quality.
So wax
So-
is totally fine and breathable still. It is the sealant that you need to be
But
careful
a
about.
month after. If you
Usually a
seal it?
month to 6 weeks. It also depends on the temperature. We're entering into winter.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have a lot harder time getting that paint to harden and cure
Good point.
without the sun. So winter is coming. Just remember that. Dan Pfeiffer, word up from the great city of
Word up.
Minneapolis.
Hey, Dan.
Looking forward to hearing about Dane's 6 vehicles and the sleepover escapades from last sexcapades from last weekend, swinging at its finest.
Oh,
Dan.
6
It's
vehicles.
5 vehicles, not 6.
Oh,
Do you have a
Ah,
6?
la-di-da.
one?
There's 5.
you know, Dane, there are people like myself and Nate that only have 3 cars.
Yeah. It's
You know?
manageable.
I really
normal.
never thought I'd be the person
Manageable.
who would
know.
look
Yeah.
at somebody saying I only have 3 cars and realize I have more cars than them. And it's not a flex. I don't want to. I don't need all of them.
Well, technically,
You know, 3 cars is doable.
I've got the
at every
2,
man's standard.
and then my wife's is a lease, so it's not even ours.
Oh, so you're playing the I don't know what the bank does game.
No. Lease.
Oh, it's in your case it's a
renting it.
lease.
They're
a
renting
lease.
it.
lease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Rental.
like in terms of like correcting it and spending
Yeah.
all that time,
You'll wait
if
till
sh-
you got to do
don't
the
care.
lease return.
if
Yeah.
if she
You'll
does,
wait till that. He's got to get rid of it, and then he's going to get it all.
Yeah.
cleaned up.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna care in that
Gotta
last
get that
like,
money back.
week.
well,
get
I
that.
think we're gonna buy it.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
when
Just looking out for those
push comes
penalties.
to shove, I'll take my little machine to it and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do some.
Make it
some
nice.
business.
Is that the cross track?
Yep.
Nice.
Christopher Beard,
It's
my
good color.
Somewhat of a
nanoskin
unicorn.
auto scrub disc tends to get sticky. Is that normal? Should I be getting it moistened like the big red sponge? When I'm done with it, typically rinse it out with O&R and then let it air dry. Chris, you're doing everything you're supposed to. It's going to get sticky. That's just how
My
it
my
goes.
mitt gets a little sticky.
Yeah, you want it to be a little sticky. Once it stops sticking, it's not going to do much. Pancake with syrup. Can I use a pre-drying aid? Like a drying aid?
Like a bead maker on top of your bead maker on top of your
It
drying.
sounds like a drying aid for your drying aid. At that point, you're just turning
need a
into
drying aid
exhibit.
for
I typically like to use a leaf blower first,
As your pre-drying aid?
and then go over
Then
with
go
bead
with
maker.
full-blown drying aids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yo, dog, I
Excel
heard you
detail.
like drying aids.
How do I protect my clay mitt from dirt and such?
You
Wash it.
Yeah, no. If you
it
have a
clean.
clay mitt,
put it in the package.
especially if it's like the ultra clay mitt or something like that, those are washable. You can clean
Power
them off.
clean.
Yeah, a clay bar is not going to be as
Luke
friendly.
Berge asking the age-old question: can I use a new Foam Pro 12 to foam O&R?
Yes.
No, Luke, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You
No, you
can
can't.
put them together.
Maybe.
I'm not saying the result is going to be what you
No.
want though.
Keep it and one for drying, says Pancake with syrup. Okay.
Sure
Luke
who's
Berge,
talking
keep it in the
with.
case. It came in. Did y'all prank Anthony's house for when he gets home? Plastic wrap under the toilet seat, short sheet on the bed, etc. No, but those are
Wow.
great.
Those are great
Those are
ideas.
Great stuff. What we should have done was snuck in and changed his
A
and did it
short
like a
sheet
queen,
on the bed?
queen mattress, and take his king off, put a
Oh.
queen on.
Oh, you know, it'd be
Freak 'em
really
out.
mean. Just
like
like,
a nice roomy twin.
re-
Ooh, you just
reset
take
his
out their bed and put a twin in.
reset his Wi-Fi router with a different password, so he doesn't know how to access anything.
Yeah, that would be
so
great.
his like ring and everything. Nope, doesn't work.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we got collections calls. Like you were out of the country,
Oh
man.
wow,
I don't know
man.
what's going
Nobody
on.
Shut
can
it
reach you. They took
Kyle
the Evo. I'm
Henderson.
so sorry.
Hello from the OG guys.
What's up?
Yo,
I think that means Orange Grove. Not really sure.
Jack S.
Orange
hey,
County.
TRC crew.
Orange County.
It's 7
like the Red
a.m. here
Company.
in
We get called that a
Sydney.
lot.
The Q&A just so
Nice.
happens to line up
Nice,
with my break
nice.
at work. I work
Nice.
early morning shifts. Frowny
Aw,
face.
sorry, Jack. Hopefully you're still on your break.
Sorry,
Elevated Shine.
Jack.
Luke, you got to step up your game with them jokes. Can't use the same ones every week. You're better than that.
He's leaning on the
Elevated
classics.
Shine, bringing you back,
I'll
Luke.
give him
Gotta
that.
change it
See,
up,
that's
homie.
why I just said yes. Because then he'll stop asking. Yes.
Well,
Pancake with Syrup says, "Do I need a buying aid?"
a buying,
I think it means drying aid.
a buying aid.
Says, "Do I need a buying aid? Do I need a drying aid?"
That corrects it. I'm not.
I think you're getting
okay.
too
All right.
lost in the
Do you
syrup
need a drying
there,
aid? Do you need a drying aid with the syrup, or do you need a drying aid? So, Pancake with
Okay.
Syrup. If you're drying a car with soap and water, yes, you should probably use a drying aid. Any drying aid will work. Quick detail spray, spray sealant like Bead Maker, OptiSeal, even car wax or instant detail or gloss enhancer. All those work wonderfully. You can spray it down on the vehicle once the vehicle's been rinsed off and it's wet, and you can just dry the car. Totally done. That's all you need. You don't
Yes.
need to do anything else
Yes.
other than wiping the car down with a towel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Kyle House, good product and method for removing cat pee. It is soaked all the way through the carpet mat. We've removed the carpet for me to work on. Thanks.
That is
ton
some
of-
of
Something
the
that-
worst
something Dane's
stuff
good
to
at.
get
Dane,
rid of.
tell us all about it.
I hate
Dude, get
like
to- get
I
to
get
the
this is like a
choppa,
super specific thing, but like
Terminator.
I hate cat urine. My cat occasionally gets territorial, and there's just one spot.
Have you thought about having it spayed and or neutered?
Yeah,
You
he
ever
said
watched-
no?
He
You
still
ever watched
pees.
Price is Right? At the end of
I'm
every.
pretty sure they didn't neuter your cat if he's still territorial and spraying.
I don't know if it's territorial. I don't know what it is. He'll just decide he's gonna pee in a spot.
That's
What
when
are you doing to that cat?
That's when you kick him out.
Nothing.
Dane, that's
He's
when
an
you,
outdoor-indoor
that's when you
cat.
get rid of him.
Spends most of the day outdoors and then comes
Take
in
him
at
to the
night.
pound. Just
Yeah.
take him. He's
Well, I
broken,
kn- I
it's
know
a broken
that's your-
cat. It's
Yeah.
a broken cat. That's what that means.
Here's the thing. He's like the perfect barn cat, right? So
Hunts
I
mice
call him
and-
garbage
he-
because
he's-
he likes garbage.
he's not the nicest cat. So yeah,
Again,
basically,
broken cat. Time to get rid of him.
you got cats in the wall. Okay, so basically, he's just not a friendly cat. He doesn't do it very often. But
so he's not a friendly cat. He comes into the mail room and he pees on stuff.
Just peas everywhere.
oh no,
This
in
does
that
not
particular-
sound like a
Is
cat
he-
you want to
is
keep in your
he-
house.
Is he jealous of the new Jag cat?
Ooh, that's probably what it is.
Oh yeah, the bigger cat movie.
Yep.
No, okay.
He doesn't
So
like
anyway,
the shredder either.
point-
The
point
shredder
is-
scares him.
I had to go
Cat
down to like the baseboard.
You got to
like-
go down to the wood. You
Yeah,
got to pull.
I was
all the
down
carpet.
to the wood of stuff I was removing
Kyle,
to get rid of the smell.
You ready for this, homie?
It-
We're gonna blow.
and it
your
was a
mind.
tiny spot. It was not big. It was just a teensy bit, but that's all it takes. That stuff is potent and
So
disgusting.
here's what you do: go get
Lum-
yourself some Kills.
Lumber liquidator.
KYLZS. Go get some Kills at the home improvement store at Lowe's, Home Depot. Get the oil base
Not
Kills
sponsored.
that smells.
Yeah.
Roll that. Paint that part onto your floor.
I think they actually advertise on the side of the can that that's one of the things that helps.
So when I replaced the carpet
Fix.
in my house after the first year of living there, they had put new carpet in, but they put the cheapest of the cheap, and
Yeah.
it was threadbare by the end of the It was weird. We ripped up all the carpet when I first moved into my house, and the first thing I did was Kills everything. Went through with a roller, gallon of it, and you just roll over all those spots and put a nice heavy coat on.
Yep, that's what we
It's
did.
going to make it stink, but my gosh, does it erase all the odor. So when you go to lay down a new mat or any of that, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Now, you're working on a section that you pulled up and you cut away. You may have to cut the pad out
Yeah.
and replace that section of pad with a new piece of pad and very much clean the carpet.
It's a pain, but it's worth it to do it right because if you don't, that stuff's just gonna linger. I had to really go in and like actually cut a section and just get rid of it.
Well, in the house when I bought my house 10 years ago, the house
Yeah.
was already 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it had many pets had attacked it.
Sure.
And nobody had done that yet.
Right.
So
that
I had
needs to happen.
I had 30-year-old pet stains everywhere, and I cleaned up.
nobody
I
fixed
killed
that.
all of them because nobody fixed them every time they changed the carpet. So same thing with our new house. That was the first thing I did. We ripped up all the flooring downstairs except for the tile and replaced all the carpet and hardwood. Same thing. Even though we were putting hardwood down, I went through with kills and I killed everything.
Yeah.
So we had no issues with scent.
It takes the guesswork out of it. Just basically just spray and pray. Just clean the whole thing out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, Kyle, that's what you get to do.
Yep.
Rectangle. Damn, all day Anthony, nice maroon shirt. Have you
So
been working out?
Ooh.
So nice, you had to say it twice.
So nice. You had to say it twice.
I believe it's Next Day Nation now.
Well, so and we'll get to that. 'Cause Prime Detail, he's the one who actually came up with it. So
nice.
I'm crediting you with the hashtag Next Day Nation.
Genie
Details. How to clean a tire coated with Optimum TPC. Is it also okay to use OptiBond as a topper?
OptiBond won't stick to the TPC, and what you want to do is just use O&R.
Yes.
Just wash the tire.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
like the
Just
new
wash the
video
tire.
that just came out, you could even just hose it off.
Could hose it off.
It's that good. Like once you clean it off, it looks like when you first
Yep.
applied it.
Yep. Prime Details, Connecticut. Sup, fellas? Long time no Q&A. Hashtag Next Day Nation.
Glad you
It's
could
true.
join us.
What's up,
We
Ian?
might I might do a sticker run. We'll
There
see.
you go. I was on the phone with Phil from Detailers Domain, already talking about planning the next event in June, which will be
Nice.
rad. So
It'll be here before you know it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get to see Prime Details Connecticut there again.
Sweet.
Red Eye Andy, hey guys, can I clay bar my headlights without degrading the factory protective sealant? As I understand, I shouldn't polish them. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
DC, ever use brake buster on paint during a decom process? No. Alejandro Moreno, first time making it to the live show. Always listen on Friday morning on my 1 hour commute to work. Love the show. Thanks,
Heck yeah.
Alejandro.
Thanks. And
Appreciate
once
it,
again, it's live, so we really never know where this stuff's
Well,
going to
then,
take us.
as far
That's
as
half
he's
the fun.
concerned, I am a cast member that's always been on this
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
No,
show. So,
Next Day Nate has always been here.
I mean, I don't know who this other guy is.
Yeah.
why do they keep saying ADA all day?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anthony? I don't know.
Ryan Ellinger, what would you rather use for carpet cleaning? Power Clean or Optimum Carpet Fabric Clean and Protect? Optimum Carpet Fabric
Yeah.
Clean and Protect.
Mhm.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That stuff
you
works
could
really
use
well.
Power Clean
You could.
diluted for something pretty gnarly.
Well, maybe grease,
Yeah.
maybe oil.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of
Maybe
just
you
more of
changed
a.
maybe changed your oil in your living room.
Oh yeah.
On the motorcycle?
Right where your cat.
But that's a more generalized kind of attack product.
Well, you
Whereas
probably want to use that Power Clean.
Carpet
Yeah.
Fabric Clean and Protect is going to be very specific to the
Yeah.
purpose.
JC, hello guys. What would be the recommended rag company towel for washing a car? So the towel
you
to
want the
wash
best?
Washing. So I'm assuming you mean as a wash
want the
media.
best?
Oh, we got some stuff for you.
So if you're using it to wash like you would with a mitt or a sponge, then if you're using it that way, a good towel for that is going to be something with a longer pile, something a little bit more dense. You're looking in the Eagle Edgeless family. Creature Edgeless is good.
Minx.
Minx is
Minx
awesome.
Royale.
The Minx is pretty much
Or you can just buy
designed
Cyclone mitts.
with rinseless
pads
washing
and-
in mind. So
well,
I
he-
would highly
he
recommend
did say
that.
the rag company,
No.
so that's an all-inclusive
Cyclone
Yeah.
mitts is the way to go.
media.
Man, this root
Media,
beer sucker
medium,
is
medium.
delicious. I'll
They're
tell you that.
huge though. It's a little awkward eating them.
Like, oh, I was gonna say you get a 6x8 pad.
Yeah, 6x8
Not a
pads.
10
Not that
pad.
big.
Yeah.
Dane's
you
all
go.
about the 10X.
10X.
Pancake with syrup goes, do I need different pads?
Cyclone or
For
like
the full-blown
machine
dry
pads
nades
or
what are you talking
why
about?
why do I feel like Pancake with Syrup is actually a detailer who knows all this stuff and they're just like low key trolling us right now because they're bored?
I don't
maybe-
think so.
maybe.
Dane. I don't
Dra-
think so.
Or they're asking serious
How many-
questions and
how
there's
many-
just a little bit of disconnect because we don't know what they're starting from.
how many eights is he using?
Mm,
Like
been
drying
wondering.
eights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know.
Drying
Yeah.
eights. Buying eights. How many buying eights is he buying?
Next day,
Elevated Shine. DC, it's not recommended for the paint. I'd hit it with paint. It can hit the paint, but wouldn't spray as a pre-treat. I would recommend something like Power Clean. There you go.
8. Or
JL.
Ferrex for like an actual.
Yes, exactly, for actual chemical decontamination. JL, so no new car seats are normally sealed leather. So what should I first start conditioning it? What about protection?
Protection.
So when should I first start conditioning it?
Mm.
So like Color Lock makes a new leather kit,
Mm-hmm.
which has a sealant. So usually what I recommend is if you're using you've got a new car, new leather, wipe it down with OptiSeal. It's a sealant. It'll protect that leather. If it's old leather, clean it and then maybe use leather protectant on it. After you've cleaned the leather with Optimum with a no rinse, or if you're using leather care kits from Color Lock, you can get a old leather, or as they call it, like a regular leather cleaning kit, leather care cleaning or whatever. But they have a new leather for brand new leather, like you bought a brand new car. You want to seal it. It comes with a cleaning agent and a sealant. The sealant is, you guys got to remember, it's basically that coated leather is very much like paint. You want to put a sealant over that or a coating over that to protect that sealant or that coating on the leather. That's what you want. So that's why we say that.
Don't sit in the seat with a knife in your pocket.
And don't do that
That'll
either.
scratch it.
Great advice.
Those Color
Don't
Lock
do
guys
that.
seem to have stuff figured out.
They really
They
did.
seem to know what they're doing.
It's like they know their way around leather.
It's like they know leather.
Yes.
I think that's what it says in German next to it. I think that's
Oh,
I think it says.
Oh, Lars could
we
tell
know,
you.
we know Leza. We know Leza.
Leza.
Every time he says leather, it auto-corrected to laser. I love that.
Danny
Israel.
Israel. Who is the video switching mass ninja this week? Nate Nation is checking in.
Nice,
All right.
nice.
We
Well,
got,
I don't know. Tim's pretty hardcore. He goes mask off.
You know,
Yeah.
Nate Nation, Next Day Nation, Next Dayers, Next Day Fam. I mean, we are the fastest growing army on YouTube.
It is true.
So
It is true.
just let you know.
Just like that.
Ricky Cologne. Hey, guys. Greetings from PR. Love the detox video about sharing with other detailers. I was on a PPF training last week where everyone was super helpful and supportive.
That's awesome, Ricky.
Heck
Made
yeah.
a few new friends, even with the guys that technically would be competitors. Picked each other's brains and learned a lot. That is what it's all about.
Yes.
Aaron's
Ricky
Rocco
gets
life, just to let you know, Aaron's is not me, someone else. We know that. We know that, Aaron's Rocco life.
Sorry, Aaron.
We're just messing with you, buddy. DC Gene Details. Try Beadmaker on TPC. It's really, really nice looking. You technically could do that.
In a
It's
weird way, you
strange.
could do that.
It is- the tire is coated now.
That's pretty wild.
This is for the people who are just looking for excuses to
topper.
use Beatmaker on everything.
Put it in your IK.
Yeah.
Do it. In your multi. You should do
Oh,
it.
man.
Rectangle. Levi, before I modify my crevice tool, can you maybe bring yours next week and show us on the live?
Oh, he wants to
I
see how you
could.
cut yours.
Here's what you do. You just message me or message Dane, and I will send a photo of what it looks like, because that's a lot easier than trying to squint through a screen.
Considering I don't have that picture handy, you might as well just go straight to the source.
Yeah, just message me
Have-
on
message
Instagram
Levi.
or
He'll-
Facebook, and
he'll shoot you a
I'll
pic
send
of
you a
it.
photo.
Yeah.
And I won't let everybody know who you are.
Juan Catalina.
Oh, I can't believe
It's
he
the
would say
freaking
that.
Catalina
Wow.
wine mixer. It's
Just-
not
Well,
even.
and then Ricky Cologne said, Juan Catalina, Cupie, ping me offline. I bet they were talking something
smack.
dirty to each
Or
other.
Kewpie Japanese mayo.
Mm.
So we got some of that at the house.
That's nice. That's
From Sam
delicious.
Sam the cooking
If
guy.
QD is quick detailer,
Kewpie.
I don't know
Oh.
what QP is.
Kewpie.
Maybe
Kewpie.
like,
Quattroporte.
maybe
It's a
cute-
Maserati.
Maybe
All
cutie
right.
pie.
Cutie pie.
Oh.
Cupie pie.
Yeah, maybe. Paul
Coupe,
Foreman.
ping me.
What's the best mix for O&R, and with what class for doing the interior? Cheers from a cold, wet Scotland. I don't know. I like the 300s, 365s
Yeah,
for the inside.
245s, 300s.
And then O&R is what, 256 to
1
1 in a spray bottle or a
Yep.
multi?
Yep, done.
That is like
See
the
it,
dilution.
Say it, salted.
Yeah.
Alejandro, how can I save my towels if I've left Beadmaker to dry on them? I'd say
Half a cup of distilled white vinegar in the bleach port.
Yeah.
That's a strong
Or
start.
fabric
rinse
softener.
rinse cycle, whatever.
Yeah, or just pour it in the rinse cycle.
You can wash
Yeah.
with some power clean too, can't you? Yeah.
So, or you can just.
Power clean too.
I've told people to bypass
cup.
the detergent.
Yeah.
And just just put it in the vinegar, and then have that as the detergent.
You can do that. Yeah.
You will have to deal with the smell of vinegar, but that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you can't mix them together because the vinegar negates the
Right.
detergent.
It's just
So you got to do it either pre or post. Derek Harrison, I just placed my towel order and requested a picture of Dane and his beloved Volvo before he sells it. I hope you don't disappoint me with my request, lol.
Well, I'm
Derek,
not
we
in
haven't
charge
seen
of
it
handling
yet,
the request. I haven't seen it yet,
But
so
I can't wait.
we
those
also
guys
ha-
won't let you down, though.
we
I know
also
whoever gets
haven't
it'll be
seen
good.
any Volvo inquiries yet.
I kind of love you
I don't
for
think it's
doing
gonna
that.
go
So
anywhere,
thank
but-
you. Thank you.
Juan Catalina at Ricky Cologne. I'm planning on putting a mini split AC in my 2-car garage so I can wash it inside the garage and dry with no worries of the heat. That's a great idea.
Those splits do work. They are really, really effective.
And have a deionized water filter system also. And have a washer and dryer in the garage for his towels. Nice. And then Ricky replied, selling the result. I like that.
Yeah.
And then he also replied later on, Juan, we better talk offline. Otherwise, we owe Levi a Costco-sized box of Fisherman Friends and a couple of cases of Diet Pepsi. Oh, yeah, and one more car for Dane.
That's the last thing
There we
I
go.
need right now.
All right, they're taking that offline.
Driveway and garage are full, guys.
Aaron's so-called life. Hello, my parents' minivan clear coat needed a new paint job soon. How long should I wait before putting wax and wash on it? Thanks. Aaron, we already answered that question, buddy.
Well, and
6 weeks, but make sure you get it painted first. Then after that, it's about 6 weeks, and you can wax it, so you are totally fine. Heck, you could O&R wash and wax it if you want. I usually recommend an O&R wash first.
But that's what he just said.
Yeah, he just wrote that again.
So
I think
putting a
it's
wax,
because there's a bit of a
putting
delay.
a wax or wash it, not
Yeah.
a wax and wash.
Yeah.
'Cause
By the time we get around to
technically, it's a
answering,
little.
it's-
It's got less wax in it, less protection than
Yeah,
actual
it actually
paste
wouldn't be too
wax
bad.
or spray wax.
Yeah. Tommy Storvacine, hello. Do you have any upcoming news? Tommy,
Good morning. We got the news on.
let me pull up my news app.
What's
right
hot?
Here.
We
right
got the weather on the
now.
7s.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold up.
Check
Hold
local listings, but there are
All right.
traffic jams.
All right, guys, here we
Traffic,
go.
traffic,
Top stories.
traffic.
NBC News.
Good,
Trump
good
publicly
morning.
urges China to investigate Biden's amid impeachment inquiry.
Ooh, got to get those Chinese
Oh.
people.
On the U.S. Today,
Whoa, no.
USA Today, victims of Las Vegas massacre, the deadliest U.S. shooting, could get up to $800 million.
On second thought, reading the news is a bad
CNN,
idea. Maybe
4
don't do
killed
that.
in a knife
Okay.
attack at Paris police headquarters.
And you're done. Okay, so I think that
You know what?
That's the
800
news
800
brought to
million.
you by the Seas Candy Root Beer
800
Popsicle.
million, but after taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that was quite the detour.
All right.
Okay. He wants us
Here
to
we
say
go, Hans.
something.
Woohoo!
Ooh, we're not saying it.
Juan Catalina, Ricky
Woohoo.
Cologne. Why do we owe them? Because you guys are talking on our feed, homie. That's why. Glossworks Garage. Hello, guys. It's been long. Hope everyone's okay. What's up,
Oh,
Oh,
Glossworks?
We're
yeah,
great, we're good.
Glassworks.
Aaron's Random Life. Aaron's and Aaron's Random Life aren't the same channel. I said Aaron's So-Called Life and Aaron's Random Life are the same.
But can you wax over?
I'm just messing.
Oh,
Yeah, can you wax over new paint?
Can you foam it though?
Yeah.
The
Aaron,
wax.
Aaron and Aaron. I know who you guys are. We're just joking. Tom Kirby Thompson, winter coming for you. Still sweating it in the 90+ temp. Why don't you come up to Boise, dude, and hang out with us? Hans, prank a house on newlyweds. Well, or maybe once I poured 3 inches of those wrapping popcorn chips on all the floors. That's pretty. They would probably
Wow.
die.
Yeah.
Anthony would seriously not know what to do. Katie would.
I
Probably
think he would
cry.
short circuit.
He probably would.
It just.
And their dogs would probably eat all those popcorn.
Oh,
pieces
yeah. No.
in
And
the phones.
yeah.
Vet bills.
Packing peanuts.
It's like marshmallows, but not.
Danny Israel, Levi, I really liked your conversation with Yvonne about marketing. It must be cleaning Germany Car Week. What do you like to clean the steering wheel and dash? Same stuff you talked about last week. Yeah, I like a lot of stuff. I like using O&R. I like using
Oh my.
interior cleaner. I like all that stuff. Kyle House laughing
Kyle.
about full-blown dryinates.
Oh, Kyle.
Sydney Gwynn, hey guys, what's
Too
with the
soon.
gloom in the sky today? I'm still working, so catching the Q&A live today. Thanks,
Glad you
Sid.
could join us, Sid.
Yeah, I know it's weird, right? It got kind of dark. It was nice and sunny this morning.
I don't know.
earlier.
It's all foam in here.
There is black foam in this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah,
so.
the ceiling in here is white, so it appears bright, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Lamas Tikas.
Ah,
Hello, everyone. Does Buff Light attachment fit a Rupes Mini 3-inch?
oh, buff
Yes.
bright.
Yes.
Yeah, it should fit on there.
Correct. 10-4. 10-4.
Rectangle, do you recommend foaming seats and carpet, or is a liquid better? Well, it depends on how bad they are, really.
Yeah.
I like foam's fun.
Yep.
Foam was fun and
Give it a-
allows it to
give it
kind
a
of
good-
dwell
yeah,
longer,
Yeah, it's a
working
blast.
time.
rather than just immediately soaking in.
Yep. Prime Detail Connect. Dane, your cat is disrespectful. Return him immediately.
Yeah, that's
Agree.
true.
Hans. Dane has Grumpy Cat.
Dane-
Davis. Dane to his cat. You're in trouble.
I saw that coming a mile away.
So good.
It's like an episode of Cat Dog over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's like cat dog.
Oh man.
Natira, hey favorite fam, or strong vodka or gin will get rid of that smell.
Ah.
Sure.
Yeah, you can pour vodka on it. in your
Or
house.
just
Oh,
drink.
see, I was gonna say I was just gonna drink.
Yeah,
Well,
just
she's
drink.
asking to
That's fine.
mix vodka and gin.
Vodka
okay.
and gin doesn't mix.
Vodka or gin.
Well, she says origin.
Yeah, so just
So.
pour a little bit on there, alcohol out, burn that out. So
To a degree, yeah.
well, Dane already tried that. He's poured gallons of vodka on his carpet, and
Oh,
he
it's
still
supposed
has
to go into the
smell.
carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dane's like, I've been
Oh.
drinking it.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
was doing it
realize.
all
when I
wrong.
tried the
Okay.
I
carpet-
just
Carpet's
sat
all
right
stiff.
next to it, but I drank the
Well,
vodka.
and then the next comment is Danny Israel. Dave, what's the best snack? Well, I think I answered it. But
We all know that Slim Jims.
Meat sticks.
oh no!
Meat
Oh
sticks.
no!
Jimmy
I
Dean.
love Twix.
Meat-
Twix is awesome.
meat
Kit Kats
sticks.
are awesome.
Anything that
I
comes
love
in a
Sour
stick
Patch
form.
Kids. If we're talking junk food, and I don't even have it that often, but like my guilty pleasure is, let's be honest, it's bacon cheeseburgers.
Kyle House.
That ain't
Sorry
no
I didn't
snack,
mention
though.
that the cat pee is on the carpet of a Z car that a friend is in the middle of building.
Well, come
The jute
on,
mat
man.
is soaked.
Okay, so Kyle, if it's in the middle of a project, that means things can be moved around,
Yeah,
right?
You,
So
here's
just
what I do.
Get it out of there.
I take that out, and then here's what I do: dry it all up, clean the metal, maybe just spray
The
clear
jute
coat.
mat.
Just spray clear coat, like
What's
on
a-
top of that
what's
area.
A jute mat.
I don't know, but
He said the jute
maybe
mat
the foam.
something. Oh man.
So anyway, that's what I would do, and then you could always spray the underside with paint. That'll always kill it. It's pretty amazing. So you could always just spray paint that part of the foam and then put it back down. It's
Yeah.
not like it's going to hurt anything. Repelling imagery. Next Day Nation. We don't need that Anthony scrub back.
Woo!
Oh, very
Harsh
nice.
words
Yeah.
from Propelling.
I'm just, these are the people. This is what the people want.
Yep. Veteran Patty's in the house. Just joined you at your tangent moment. Yes, detailing is either dirty or sexy. You have to start at the basic dirty level before you get the sexy cars. It's a grind sometimes, but well worth the effort. You're
They're gonna
right,
Get
dude.
worse before they get
Fair.
better.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. G. Davis, do you need a passport or an electrician's license to become part of the Next Day Nation?
Interesting credentials.
Well, as long as you buy my stickers and merch to buy stuff that's better than what all of you have, then you're okay with me.
do you need to own a lifted truck?
No, you just have to have money to buy merch.
Oh, okay. So it's just purely a monetary,
Yes.
just shilly thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
all
Now that
I'm-
we're clear
I'm
on
all
that.
about the cheddar.
Nice.
Cheddar.
All
The
right. Next Day
stacks.
Nation, laying it
Goose
down.
Detail. Looking forward to the Great Dane films. Great Nate films.
Oh, I like that. Which, by the way, I stumbled upon something on Instagram. Damn podcast. What?
Oh, that was old. That was a
It
temporary
was
experiment.
a recommended follow
Why is it
page.
recommend- that
Oh,
has a
nice.
bunch of follows, and we have like one post on it. We never did
It's a
anything
picture.
with it.
It's a video of you and Callie riding in the Miata.
Yeah.
With no passenger
And now a bunch
seat.
of people are gonna go look it up. It stood for Dane Anthony Media, but it was gonna be all Dane Anthony. It was a pocket. We were gonna have
All
some
Dane
fun
Anthony.
with that. Yeah.
All
Did
right.
not happen though because we're way too busy and couldn't do that.
Aaron's so-called life. Do you need to condition artificial leather seat?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's still somewhat leather.
Prime Detail, Connecticut. Nice play, Terminator. Your great job on your Instagram. You guys have
Nice.
ever had a hard time getting hyper polish off of paint that wasn't removed after a day or so? Sometimes. I usually just use O&R to scrub it off and wipes right off.
It's easy when you're doing it.
Matthew
day
Gibb
of.
back in the house. Hey guys, long time since I chimed in. Levi, that detox detailer networking with was great. A united global industry will only happen if people network and think about what they gain, not lose.
That's right,
Exactly.
Matt.
Mhm.
That's how we do it, homie.
Absolutely.
Cleanworks Detailing. Any recommendations on a smooth transition from being mobile to a shop location? I've never done either of those things. I can only speak on the fact that it's easy to just start taking clients' cars to your shop
Instagram.
or send them
Well,
over.
You've run a shop though. I mean that you've
Yeah,
done
but I
one
started
of those
from a
things.
shop, so
Yeah,
I've always
but you didn't
told people.
transition.
But
to
if you're
That's what
gonna
people
if you're gonna
ask.
have
Setup.
both, that makes things a lot more
Does.
enticing.
Yeah, and there are going to be some jobs where the customers are really going to want mobile, and I had a few
Yeah.
that made me really think in how do I build a mobile rig? A nice mobile rig that
And
could do everything.
if you ask Ivan, he had both out of his
Yeah.
shop.
Uh-huh.
So you could ask him, contact him on Facebook is a good way to do it. We could send him an email or a Facebook and just ask him because he was doing both.
Yeah.
Prime Detail, also Levi. I've dipped my toes, not literally, into lacquer thinner realm, and I'll never bother with a tar remover ever again. Lacquer thinner is amazing.
It's a great product.
If you know how to use
You
it,
have to know
you
how to
And
use
once
it
again,
for,
to
you
the
know,
people,
Just
stickers, sticker
yeah,
gunk.
sticker gunk, stickers, sap,
especially
tar.
on like if you're taking stickers off of a back glass or a window,
Yep.
get yourself a nice sharp
razor
blade with some lacquer thinner and just go to town.
Oh,
It is
satisfying.
It is nice.
Yeah.
and just so people are
just
clear
stay
on
away
it.
from lights, plastic, and
Oh yeah, no,
that
unless you
kind of
like the
stuff.
frosted look.
Yeah, if you want to frost your lenses,
I
them
can't
down.
emphasize to the uninitiated
also use a
enough.
white towel.
He means lacquer thinner, not
Not
paint
paint
thinner.
Yes,
Different
not
things.
paint thinner.
That's what I was trying to get out there
Otherwise
so
known as
somebody doesn't go out and buy
virgin
paint thinner
wash.
like, it didn't work, guys. It
Virgin
screwed
wash
up
agent.
everything.
Shoot, I wash my hands in lacquer thinner.
Yeah,
Why is it so cold? Yeah.
my hands are freezing.
They're really cold.
Then they look all wrinkly.
They're so clean.
They're so dry.
It's like I've
dry
been in
and
a...
clean and white. It's
Everything
amazing.
feels wrong.
Everything
Nothing is
feels-
right. Okay.
Ricky Colon, Cupie pronounced Kupai, Puerto Rican suburb. Lol. He was asking where I lived in Puerto Rico. Oh, so you guys were
Ah.
exchanging deets.
Yeah, they're
I
exchanging
see.
some.
I see.
Some of that
Okay.
PR action.
Okay, Kupai.
Alejandro Bonilla out of Costa Rica. What? There's another Alejandro. I'm changing my name, lol.
Oh,
Lol.
man.
Rectangle. What's your favorite chips? Rectangle. I like barbecue chips.
Salt and vinegar.
Nate's salt and vinegar man. Dane.
I like plain or
I
barbecue.
also like cheddar and sour cream.
Or is he talking
Oh, cheddar and
paint
sour
chips?
cream is awesome. Unless he's British
Should be
and
paint
chips
chips.
I like
are
a good
just
dark cherry red
fries.
I
metallic.
don't think he is.
I like a good Summit White.
Delicious.
That's a good chip.
Ricky Colon, Juan Catalina, we owe them because a few Q&A back, the initial portion sounded like it was sponsored by the Puerto Rican Board of Tourism. Levi, Dane, Stan, and Anthony, you can all disregard. Lol.
Lol.
Oh, that's like a low-key dig over here
No,
at
we
Next Day
loved it,
Nation.
buddy. We loved it. JL, thanks for answering. Any plans to put out videos on all the uses of specific products and their dilutions? I.e. Power Clean, 1 to 20 for interior cleaner, 1 to... No, that's a lot of stuff.
We
and
have insert cards.
We have insert cards in there for
Yeah.
a reason. It's a lot of time and money and effort to create videos on all those things. And if we create a video on it, people will take that as
Gospel.
Gospel.
Well, but also too,
We want you
we've-
to try it,
We've
and so
told
we tell you
people
guys
many
what we got.
times, and no matter how many times we tell people, there are people that just don't have any common sense and just would rather ask someone than Google or look themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or experiment.
yeah,
The other hard part is you go to all that trouble to like really like create a whole thing like that, and then you have a handful of people who
And
already
it's-
kind of
yeah.
knew that, who watch your stuff and buy the stuff anyway, and they get that information. Which, hey, we're all about educating. Don't get us wrong. We want to encourage that, but then you also have a lot of people who buy those sprays who use other products with them, and that information may not be relevant because the dilutions are completely different.
right.
Yep.
So it's just hard to accommodate for everybody. So we try and keep it a little more open-ended.
Aaron's so-called life again. Oops, sorry for repeated question. Taught that I erased the question.
Thought I erased the question.
I taught
He wrote taught though.
not. No,
Aaron, there was a show called My So-Called Life.
not Heavy Pado.
Came out when I was a 14-year-old boy. It's where I found my first real crush on a girll in that
course.
show.
This is before my time. I don't think I know. What
I
you're
watched
talking
that
about.
show from 94 to
I know my
96.
so-called life.
What is this on MTV?
It was on ABC.
Oh,
and then they played
close.
reruns on MTV.
Yeah.
Still great. I'm sure you can find it on the Hulu app. Really great show.
Yeah,
So
Mariah's really
that's what
been
I'm
into
talking about.
catfish.
Oh,
I've
Like
heard
I
about
used
she's
to watch
been really,
catfish
she's been
all
really
the
into
time.
that, and
It's
I'll get
fun.
sucked in every once in a while.
yeah.
Like
Steve
that crazy
Holt.
dude, you got me there.
What's
Steve
your,
Holt.
Steve Holt.
Steve Holt.
What's your opinion on the best pressure washer with a budget of under $1,000? I've got a
Under $1,000.
I got a
That's,
Sunjoe that cost me $120 that I love. Nate,
tell you
how
what.
much did your Ryobi cost you?
$100.
And do you love it?
Oh, I love it.
And I think Anthony paid about $120 for his Karcher, and he loves it. Dane, what'd you pay for your Power Force?
I wish I paid less. Hearing how much he paid for his Karcher. but mine works. I paid like 150.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dane got the Walmart special.
Hyper tough.
Hyper tough. That's what it's called.
I think it's hyper tough. I'd have to super tough. I'd have to go back and check.
Is
it still working?
Just tough.
That's
It
the
works.
important part.
It works.
Okay.
He only used it once.
No, I used
But
it
it's
more than
worked.
once.
He's been washing that Jag. He's got 5
The
cars
house
to wash
works.
now.
The house. I thought you were
He
just
didn't
watch
wash
the
the
house.
I point a hose anywhere in that driveway. I'm washing a car by accident or on purpose. It's just
Mm.
the way it goes.
Because you can only fit so many cars on a
Yeah,
driveway.
it's
I
kind of
mean,
hard. He's trying to wash the driveway.
It
They
looks
just
like the Fast and Furious
yeah.
house.
a little
with
crowded.
just cars everywhere.
Yeah.
Coronas everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like a party.
Chris Marcial, where can I find that 20-minute polish trick? I tried looking for it, but no luck. Chris, go to Levi Gates on Facebook. That's where it's at.
You did basically a
Yeah.
live stream of yourself going and
On
doing
my-
that because that was the easiest
on
way
my
to get
Facebook.
it out there.
Go to videos. It'll pull it right up.
Aaron Still Called Life. Holly Harbor Freight Polisher. Holly Harbor Freight Portland Electric Power Washer.
You could go that way route too.
yeah, Holt.
He's talking to Steve
Oh,
Holt.
gotcha.
okay.
Yeah. JC. In your guys' opinion, if I'm trying to choose between the double twistress and twist loop, which one should I go for? I'd say double twistress.
Well, they're both
They're both
twist loop.
they're both twist loops, so they act the same. One's a different size, one's double.
different size, different
Two.
density.
Well,
That's the
unless he's
difference
talking about the,
between two.
Korean twist loop, which is
Oh,
not as
unless
thick.
he's talking.
Yes,
Okay.
Then I'd go double twistress.
It's not
Yeah,
as
the
thick.
twistress is literally double what the twist loop
Well.
is. Yeah.
Bait addict in the house. Sup, half bait crew. Where others at? Well,
Morgan's out baiting
Morgan's
somewhere.
she's sick.
Jeez.
Oh,
Somebody's
yeah.
sick.
Anthony's
Just let him be
still-
sick.
Anthony's still baiting on the
Anthony's
plane.
baiting. Yeah.
He's on an airplane coming back from Rome from his
What do you guys-
honey bait.
What do you think I'm saying?
It's hard to say.
Because
Well,
she's
talk
part of the
about
bait
B-
crew.
B-
Bunch of
bait crew.
Audi fans. So
Bait
B8
mm,
crew.
it's definitely
All right,
for our
Venom.
listeners.
Venom's up. I have a question. When it rains, I use my wipers. There seems to be what looks like a film or resin on the windscreen. It's focused on the portion of the wiper blades hit. Try glass cleaner, Optimum Power Clean, alcohol, glass compounded polish. Nothing seems to work.
New wipers.
Like if maybe there was,
Oh, he
wax the
replaced
car and they did the
wipers.
windshield and then the
Yes, I replaced the wipers. Also, Howdy and Billy Zane.
always with the Billy
So
Zane.
get new wiper blades.
He did.
And then here's what I would say. Get some double-aught steel wool,
Mm.
some alcohol, and clean and scrub that glass.
Double up.
Oh, yeah,
Triple
probably
aught?
go double-aught. Clean and scrub all that glass. Get that all done, looking sharp, then clean it again. You should be able to do it. That's the best way. CleanWorks. I'm currently mobile and have repeat clients' business, but there are a number of occasions where I would love to have a small shop for coating jobs, heavy details, and get out of the weather.
Yeah. No, I would definitely, if you're in the position to do that, I would definitely do that. And if there's someone that would rather just drop their car off versus having you come to their house,
Much easier.
much easier. And you can, especially if it's raining or the weather's inclement, then you can take much more time, not much more time, but you can take more time and not worry about getting dumped on, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Fair.
Piano Yoga Wood. What's up, TRC crew? Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Are we getting a dog wash Wednesday when Anthony gets back? My horse is sparkling, and my car looks pretty good, too. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
We could clean out the wrinkles in Lady McNugget.
Yep.
they'd just come back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
But-
like water spots.
Natira
much, yeah.
Cape Cod kettle cooked chips.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
That
good.
is some
Matthew
alliteration.
Gibb, all the way from Australia. I'm a salt and vinegar guy, but damn, those sweet Maui onion and
Yeah,
mango
that is
habanero
true.
chips from Winco are
Mhm.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's because Matt Gibb's been here before.
Matt
that's
knows
why.
what's
Those the Maui chips are good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're really good.
I like Tim's Cascade chips. Those are good.
Yeah, those aren't bad.
John Hill, just over 30 days till SEMA. Excited to meet everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited too,
Well,
John.
I wish I were,
Nate's not going to be there.
yeah.
Oh.
My
Nate.
my twin will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The next day Nate stand-in.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah.
Tuco's, is an
greedy
electric
fans.
pressure washer good enough to start a business? Sorry, I just found this channel. I'm going to start watching videos. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Have at it. We go back several years on
Yeah.
videos, so you're gonna have a lot to watch.
And honestly, you really don't even need a pressure washer.
You know. Yeah.
It's nice to have.
But yeah, you can. You don't need it, though.
Yeah, you'll see we
Sometimes-
offer a lot of options.
Sometimes I find myself, I mean, this is also just for personal use, but I'll just get out the little sprayer and hook it up to the hose.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
I don't have to plug it in and, you know.
Yeah.
Han said something wrong,
Ugh,
and then he said,
Hans.
Dane washing toilets and trucks in the yard. I think he probably took out some swear words.
Ah,
That's my
probably,
guess.
yes.
Yeah.
He probably had like 10
He was
swear words. in
S
there.
words.
All the
S words,
swears.
the F words,
Yep.
all those words.
Yeah.
Cussing up a storm.
G. Davis, you are correct, sir. Levi, Boise chapter president of the Claire Danes fan club.
Homeland is it's
You
a
are
fun
correct.
show.
I don't like Homeland.
Oh,
She plays a crazy person in that.
she is
Not her.
It's a little
Okay, maybe-
difficult.
might
to
be
That's
watch
not the
at times.
Claire Danes
That's
that
not
I
the
know.
Claire Danes I know her.
See, that's funny because that's most of the experience I have seeing Claire Danes in anything is Homeland.
Really?
Yeah,
See, I was
I
a
can't picture her
Romeo
face.
and Juliet guy
because
because that came
Claire
out when I
Danes.
was right after that. So my so-called life came out. I watched that every night as a budding teenager, falling in love with Claire Danes, and then I watched Romeo and Juliet. Baz Luhrmann. Watched that.
I was gonna say Baz
Really
Luhrmann. That
enjoyed
that
that.
Romeo plus Juliet is that's a pretty awesome movie.
Really enjoyed that, and then saw her in a number of other movies throughout that career.
Oh, yeah.
See, I haven't seen
know
that one
who
in a
she
long
is.
time, but you're
Yeah.
right. That was my only other real like movie-going
Yep,
experience
yep.
seeing her in that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bait addict. Yes, Dane, that's what bait is supposed to mean. What do you think all of us are talking about? We're definitely not talking about your new license plate on that XKR. Yeah.
Neither am
jag it
I
off.
because I'm not getting that license
You
plate.
think that.
So
We've
You
already
think
ordered
that? You haven't.
everybody
quite hit-
else decided that's what my license
The
plate
fun
was
part
going to
is
be.
Dane thinks
but
that he's like not gonna get that plate. He keeps
yeah.
going like, I'm not getting it. What he doesn't know is he rolls his windows down, leaves his windows down in his car when he parks it out here. We can just walk over, pull the registration out. I
Ooh.
can log in,
Ooh.
sign up, pay for a plate.
It's kind of like one of those things.
Once he gets his registration, all I have to do is ask for a plate. It costs $25. I'll pay the $25 extra.
Yeah, it's like
The
when
plate will arrive. His other plates will be canceled at that moment.
and I'll
and
just get a rejection
drive
letter in the
around-
mail saying,
He'll drive
"Sir,
around
you can't
with
use
no
that."
plates for a while, and then the
Yeah.
plates will arrive, and then we'll just put them on.
it's like when I go to Subway or Blimpie or Sandwich Shop
Yeah.
or wherever, I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm gonna
want
get a
that foot
foot long. I'm gonna get a
Foot-long
12-inch.
meatball.
And then when she says, "Okay, what would you like?" I say 6-inch. She starts making 6-inch. I forget that I said 6-inch.
Well, yeah.
So it's like when you go to the DMV, it's like, okay, I'll, yeah, jagging off, and then you get the plates in the mail. It's like, what? I didn't order these. It's like, yeah, you said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
It'll be
wanted to
easy.
say Jag.
So, but the point is, Dane
Enough.
thinks that
No.
it's not possible, but it's very possible for us
I'm
to get those plates for it.
99.9% sure it won't
No.
get past a sensor. Just
about this?
waiting
There's
to
no
say
sensor.
No to
It's
something.
just a computer.
When you get Jag,
No, it's not just a computer.
then
There's
I'll make
there's a human
stickers.
element
I'll
on
make
that.
next day stickers that say "an off."
There are license plates
Well,
that get
that's-
rejected
that's one
all
idea.
the time.
Then you can. That would be a nice little inside joke. You'd like that, guys? That'd be
Yeah.
fun, huh?
And then the other thing we could do is we could just get our old friend Francie,
Yep.
make us some Idaho license plate stickers, same size,
Yeah.
say jagging off.
Yeah.
that
And
that
we
seems
could just-
sketchy.
We'll just put those. We'll stick it over his current license plate. So it'll
I'm
look
pretty
like he
sure
has a
that's
license
gonna
plate.
get me pulled over
My
because I'd
other
be
car
like,
is
this
jagging
doesn't
off.
exist in the database.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ooh, license plate frame says
Ooh.
says I'm always jagging off.
Ooh, I like that. Which, by the way,
There's no winning.
My favorite thing to do is jagging it off.
that car,
Jag.
it sounds great
It does sound great.
when you
I-
turn it on.
I love that.
I like it when he revs his engine up like 10 times before he leaves.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
don't do.
He fires that baby up. And
I
then
do.
all you hear is Dane revving the engine.
As
just-
as soon as I get around that corner on the far side of the warehouse, I kick it back down in the first, and it just roars, and
So-
I'm like, yes.
Tom has sent me a video that says what Harley guys
yeah, I
think
said,
of.
I said that to my
there's
wife.
that South
That's how
Park
that is what I feel
episode.
like Dane is doing. Carly posted that on her
Yeah,
Facebook
and those
page.
three guys in the house were like, yeah, yeah, oh,
He's
man.
revving it up.
Man, he's probably going to outer space or something.
Yeah, he's going somewhere dangerous, like Michigan.
Michigan. I
And
love
then
that
they hear
video.
the cop car go by, and they're like, "We know he's not catching
Yeah,
me."
he's probably gonna get that guy.
Yeah. And then he came back. It was so great.
Yeah,
Oh man.
fantastic.
I do make a point to rev match.
So good.
Ricky Cologne.
Pressure Washer, Karcher 1800 at Sam's
Yeah.
Club. Now
Pressure
on clearance
watch.
for $99 USD. Includes a circular sidewalk attachment. Oh, great warranty and support. Damn, Ricky,
Yeah,
that's
do
a
that.
good
I'd
deal.
do
Get
that.
that. Stefan Machi, Morgan got AWOL. She's just sick today.
Yep.
Natira, ladies and gentlemen, Ran across a detailer. Please speak on the importance of when to dilute and when not to dilute. Can we talk ratios for those detailers who are not aware of this and how to? So, Tyra,
It's usually on the instructions
it
on
is
the
on
bottle.
it is on the instructions.
Instructions.
But here's how you dilute a product.
Well, tomato,
When it says,
potato.
like, take O&R, 256 to 1. That means 256 parts water to 1 part O&R. That, in terms of actual, like, ounces, breaks down to half an ounce of product per gallon of water. Because there's 128 ounces in a gallon of water.
Yes, that.
So it would be, that's how that works out. Because 1 to 256. That's how you do that. No, but then, like Brake Buster, 5 to 1.
Yeah.
5 parts water to 1 part Brake Buster. That's all you got to do. So
And there's
if
also
it's 30 ounces, you got to divide that by 6. So that's what you get your ounces. So 30 divided by 6 is like 5. So you put in like 5 ounces. Is that right? That is right.
I don't know. I just find a
5
good dilution
ounces,
calculator
Yeah, 5 ounces
online.
of Brake Buster and fill the rest with water.
You know, we live in a society where in our pockets there's just a small Google machine.
We have a mini computer.
Yeah, and not to be
Tells you how to do that.
not to be a slide to anybody, but I'm not good dude math.
Yeah, I'm not good at that either.
So I take
We
all the
live in a society.
So
I take all the help I can get.
So yeah, but you want to just it's very simple. The key is how big's the bottle, and then figure out what that dilution is and divide it by the number of ounces that bottle holds.
Yeah.
So if it's 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 10 to 1, all that stuff, you just divide it based upon
I'd
that.
say O&R is definitely the trickier one
It is
because
the trickier
it's
one.
so concentrated.
Yeah.
But you'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. It's just division.
Aaron says you don't need a gas pressure washer. That's just overkill, and you don't need that much power to wash a car. Correct.
Correct.
G. Davis.
1800 psi is a lot.
G. Davis, Levi
That's
has
what my
Mod
Hyper
Squad on
Tough
VHS. Oh, brother, you know me so well. It's like we sat and watched it together one night. Tukos, thanks, you guys. I had a pressure washing business, but ran into complications, but I still have the business name, so I could put it to use. I'll gladly scrub with my hands. There you go, buddy.
Look
Bait
up
Addict,
rinseless
change
washes.
the plate, Dane. Give the people what they want. Make it happen, Levi.
I like how everybody's deciding for themselves because it's what they want to see, but I'm the one who has to friggin' live with it. And
Yeah.
every time I stop at a light, people see the plate and then they look at me and go, "You're gross."
Dane.
Look at this. I've already got lots of people sending. They've gone to the Idaho DMV
I know.
and already pulled up license plates.
Okay, that's a more creative spelling than I've seen so far. I wouldn't have spelled it
Yeah,
that
your
way,
name.
but
This is easy. Your name is Jajinov.
No.
Says it's from Alejandro Bonilla.
Oh man.
Jig.
That's easy.
Your name is just Jagginoff.
Yeah.
There's
That's
really
all.
It's easy.
there's
It's
no
Dane's,
winning
it's
here.
Dane's middle name.
Dane Jaginov Hennen.
Dane.
Did I become Russian all of a sudden? What's going on?
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
And Wowo's also called me, so that was very nice of him. Sorry, buddy, didn't answer.
Jaginov.
Kevin Rodriguez, 0823. How do you recommend I market myself as a part-time detailer? I only want to do weekend work for now.
Instagram.
Easy, Instagram or
Facebook.
Facebook.
Well,
Tell people on your Facebook.
Just spread
hey
the
guys,
word. Word of mouth.
I'm detailing on the weekends.
You advertise
Schedule
like
some appointments. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm
any
doing.
other detailer would advertise for your given market.
Yeah.
You basically just tell people, yeah, it's the weekend, but you don't have to advertise differently just because you're only part-time. I
That's
mean,
what
your stuff can look full-time in the pictures and
I
stuff.
put
There's no,
DM for detailing inquiries
Yeah.
Yeah.
in my it's working.
Yeah, get in your DMs.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
I'm a clay guy. I clay.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're good
Oof.
at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
JL, go for it. Dane, that's you.
Oh, okay, that's me. Ah, I see. Dane, I apologize for the wording in that previous question. I meant all the uses of Power Clean, not all chemicals to use in IK foamer.
Oh, 30 to 1,
Yeah.
20 to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1, 3 to 1, 1 to 1.
Boom.
Straight. There you go.
Straight.
More often than not, you're going on the safer side of the dilutions with Power Clean if you're on any kind of painted or interior surfaces. You want to play safe with that stuff because Power Clean on its own is very strong.
Yeah.
Okay, down
Dane.
to G. Davis. Dane's new plate. Baiting off.
Don't bother.
That's awesome.
Can't win.
He's part of the baiting
I
off
love
family.
it. Don't bother me. I'm baiting.
Baiting off. So this is Dane Jaganov baiting off.
Then Zhiganov. Jajinanov.
I'm always amazed that
Baiting
people
off.
hang
Baiting
around
off.
to continue
Baiting off.
watching our lives and our
But
podcasts after we
baiting
go so
off.
far
Baiting off.
off the
then
beaten path.
Babedanoff and Jajinanov.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Babedanoff and Jajinanov.
Prime Detail,
and-
Connecticut, having pressure issues with my AK foam 1.5. The pressure is leaking from the pump between the seam directly below the pressure release. Is there an issue or have I messed something up? Dude, you can buy a new top.
Yeah.
If it's under the 1-year warranty, you can send it over to IK there in Massachusetts and have them replace it for you.
We also carry replacement parts.
we
so
have
if it's
replacement
just a
parts
seal,
online. You can just pick one up.
buy that and replace that.
Yeah, order one.
Yeah.
Bait Addict, G. Davis, I support this. Dane, you have my permission to use part of my name.
Babedanoff.
Rich Beach, what's up,
Oh,
fellas? Any
Hey.
good marketing tips for prepping for winter? I usually just call it a winter prep and package, and I just create a new package. I'm not doing anything nuts, but I post that up. And same thing, like we talked last week, Rich was doing gift certificates. Create a package specifically designed for just like interior details with like a wash.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to do a lot. And then if they want to buy it, and if they want to have the outside polish, because they'll ask, "Oh, you guys polish out?" No, it's extra. Then you get to make a little extra money on the side for that when they come to renew their or redeem their gift certificates. So it makes it a little easier. You get paid twice, kind of. JL Prime Detail had this happen just the other day. I found to just tighten it up more, and that fixed it. Two Ghosts, Rich Beach, good question. Rectangle, are you guys ready for Black Friday? Dude, we're still working on SEMA stuff.
Yeah, no, we can't think about other things. I mean, granted, Black Friday will come and go, and we'll have stuff to do for it. But Andrew Dice closing.
Hans
okay.
Klosen, license plate holder with quote unquote not wearing underpants, jagging off easier.
Oh, my.
G Davis, Andrew Dice closing. Kevin Rodriguez, Dane, I'd like to start making videos and editing. Any recommendations on cameras, software, etc. for a beginner?
Oh, well, yeah. If you're looking to start, honestly, when it comes down to it, a lot of people, man, I don't think Windows Movie Maker is a thing anymore, but people use iMovie, and that tends to come on a lot of newer Apple products. That's a place you
easy.
can
It's right
start,
there.
but I personally am not a fan of iMovie. I used to use Final Cut back in the day, but ever since it turned into like a weirdly more complicated version of iMovie, they changed the user interface. Didn't like that. I would honestly recommend just going straight to Adobe Premiere if you got a PC or something.
Wow.
It is a little overwhelming at first.
It is, but the
but
nice thing is
the
that-
fundamentals are the same as many other
and they
editing
do month to
programs.
month.
And they offer a
is nice.
month-to-month payment, so you can decide, oh, I didn't have to buy a whole program. I just, is it for me? I can take some time to figure it out.
I would recommend that even if you have a $10,000, $5,000 budget for a camera, don't buy the best.
I was going to say,
camera.
for an individual, 10 to 5K or 5 to 10K is a lot.
But what I mean is,
for a
like, when
camera.
people ask me if they're getting into mountain biking or whatever,
Yeah.
don't buy the
Don't
best,
buy the best gear.
because then you
Yeah.
won't learn to appreciate or even learn how to use it, because there's so many different things.
You got to work your
on-
way up.
Yeah.
Well, and then you're going to constantly be kicking yourself because you spent so much money on something that you barely know how to use or aren't
Right.
willing to take the time to learn how to use.
It's up here. This is
Yeah.
This is what you need to figure out first, is
If-
how to properly.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're just starting out, I think a really strong, easy way to start out is to either start with GoPro, say like a Hero 5 or 6. They're relatively
Yeah.
cheap now. You pick up a used one of those or
On
a
a
new one,
gimbal.
but it's an older model. You get yourself like a GoPro Karma gimbal to use with it, and you can shoot tons of stuff. The one issue with using a GoPro is audio. The raw audio is going to be, it's okay,
Just
but
get
it does allow
yourself,
for
like
some
a little, like Rode mic or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do some audio input with those. They have adapters that'll work for that. But if you're just looking to shoot video and get practice for editing, maybe don't worry about the audio yet unless you plan on talking into it or something. But I think you should just get used to dealing with the visual first, and then you can move on to the audio once you feel like you have a decent grasp on the video. Because that's going to be the editing, is just figuring that part out. And then editing with audio becomes its own complicated thing if you're trying to take something long and cut it down for time. That is my continuous learning experiment, where I find new ways to cut people's sentences off and make them sound like that's what they meant to say. So that is a ongoing thing. But that's a great place to start. If you don't want to use a GoPro, my other suggestion would be like the Canon G7X, the Mark II. There's a Mark III out now, but there's some issues with the focus, so I'd recommend the Mark II. We got one to have around the shop here as like a vlogging camera. It doesn't do 4K, but it does 1080 up to 60 frames per second, so it's nice and smooth, and it's still HD. And it has a built-in mic that's actually pretty good.
I would say even like a Canon, like a Rebel.
Yeah,
like
if you want to go more like a
or
DSLR type
6i.
body. Yeah. I was just thinking for something small and simple, like a point and shoot, just to take around.
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
It depends on what you're looking to do with it, really, and how, compact or how mobile you want it to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, feel free to ask more questions or something, but I think that's a good place to start. Don't overcomplicate it at first. Just get your fundamentals down first.
Yeah. Hans Klosen or Jag Officer.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Alejandro. Levi, check your Facebook Messenger, lol. I got
Lol.
it. I showed everybody.
Jag enough.
The Jag enough.
Enough.
Whoa, what's up, dudes? What's everyone's plans this weekend? I'm actually detailing a car on Saturday.
Huh.
Car I had scheduled for Sunday, just rescheduled for next Sunday. So I have Sunday free. Wow, you want to come hang out? That'd be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Venom 9600. Thank you for the answer. Been driving me nuts. Quick question. A buddy used Purple Power vehicle boat wash on his car in sunlight on a hot day. He has bad streaking. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Didn't want to misspeak.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Yep, it's a hot day, and he was washing his car with boat wash, which is specifically for like fiberglass.
Maybe like a nice
and probably to
100
remove.
grit.
Yeah, there's more than one purple.
It's probably to remove
Power.
stuff that for boats compared to
Some
cars.
barnacles.
Yeah. Dane, this is Bait Addict. Dane, I have to live with what you guys did to my rather safe name on the Audi forum into something very different. So, you two can live with that license plate.
Does the
Bait Addict, your name was never safe on a forum. It was just a matter of
Bait.
time till someone figured it out.
Yeah, come on, man.
With all your Audi bros, it would be B8 Addict, but other people would look at it and go, Bait
I
Addict.
thought this guy was a fisherman all along,
He's like bait.
like bait.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
I knew it was in reference to Audis, but like, how do you see that on the
I
internet?
didn't.
and not
I just
make
knew
it
right
immediate?
off the bat that it was baiting.
But that's because I'm car nerd,
Well, we
so it's
have
like
egg
all
on our
chassis
face now.
codes
Look at
and
us.
stuff.
Look at us.
Like,
Look
you
at
know,
us. Look at
Mercedes
us.
with
Look at
their
these.
W's,
Look at those.
BMW with their E's, and yeah, I mean,
Bait.
it's everything.
Baiter.
Audis
Well, we
with
all
their
know
B's, so,
Dane's
yeah.
a Jag addict.
Well, and
Like
of course I know the
jagging.
chassis code for my
Nate
Jag
addict.
XK, which is it's
I'm
an
a Nate
X150. So I got that going for
Dane's
me.
an X150 addict.
Yeah, apparently.
X150 in. Jonathan Beckton, I use filtered water for a final rinse, so I don't have to dry by hand. Is there any advantage in using O&R in the final rinse? In that case, no. Danny Israel, Dane, just give the Jag a TRC livery, and then the tag can be for company car, JGNF, jagging off.
That sounds way too close to JDRF, which
does.
is actually like
It does. I do have a sticker.
a
on the
respectable
Suburban.
institution.
Any clean? Oh, miss. There we go.
There we go.
GT350, Mister. Any reason you shouldn't use power washer to clean pads because it works well? It just breaks the foam down a lot quicker. That's all. So it shortens the life of the pad.
It just degrades them quicker.
Stefan Machajai, do you prime your new pads or your new foam pads? If so, with which compound with?
Probably the same thing that you're using.
Yeah, you can use whatever you're using, Hyper Polish or
TLC,
TLC.
Last Cut.
Whatever you're using, you prime it that way. You put your drops or your spray, run in the machine for a little bit, and then add a little more, and then you're good to go.
And alternatively, if you're using like Rupa's specific stuff, including like their own things, we actually have a video with Dylan and Levi showing how to do it specifically the Rupa's way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Venom, Jonathan O&R will leave polymer spots. This is true. GT350.
But they clean
Great
right
tip.
up.
JC, can I use the Eagle Edges 500 to substitute a wash mitt? Yes.
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 Jonathan Beckham, are polymer spots fancy?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot
Rectangle.
fancier than the water spot.
Do you guys have coffee mugs? We do for ourselves, yes.
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 We have our names on them. And Nate doesn't, but it's
If you
fine.
want to recommend that we add that to our merch collection,
We could do something
see
like
about
that.
it.
We
Yeah,
can.
maybe.
Kinda nice.
Maybe.
I've got get coffee every morning money. Got my own cup.
Okay. GT350 Mister says, Hickory dickory dock, lol.
Lol.
Mark
Lol.
Easterling, what do you guys think will be the hot new thing for next year?
Ah.
We're not going to say. How about that, Mark?
We got ideas,
Got
but
ideas.
we don't want to ruin it.
We think
for
it might be
anybody.
something we launch. I was trying to buy some merch, but you guys don't ship to Puerto Rico. JC, what the heck? That's weird. We should, because we do. We should be able to. And if not, you can purchase all of our stuff from UEME Distributors. They've got all of our things. So
Nice.
if you want to get a shirt, just tell the folks there you want to order a shirt, and they'll order a shirt from us, and we'll ship it to them.
Yeah.
Prime Detail Connector. How about the Hero 8 with a 3.5 millimeter jack? Good for the tubes.
Is it good for the tubes?
Yeah, no, if you want to go that route, you could certainly do that.
Good
The
for
nice
the
thing about the
YouTubes.
newer Hero 7 and 8 is that they have really good stabilization. My issue, I haven't used an 8, but my issue with the 7, because we had one, I actually found I got better picture quality out of our 5 and our 6, which sounds crazy, but to be real, the 7 seemed to have some kind of weird firmware issue where it caused like this weird... just like this weird black patterning going on in the image, and I tried all the different settings, tried adjusting stuff manually. Nothing seemed to get rid of this weird blotchiness that seemed to go on. And you kind of notice it if you watch our Tavares video where we work on the Bentley, Anthony and Tavares. I had to do a
Oh.
lot of post-production to try and deal with all the graininess and blotchiness that the 7 I used to film that caused. And I just, for whatever reason, it was just frustrating. But it was only because it was dark, it was lower light. That's where I've had the issues. In daylight, not really a problem as much.
So Rectandle asks, how big of a compressor do you guys recommend to blow out interiors?
Any air compressor will work. Is how much air do you want to, and
I
how long
would-
do you want it to refill?
I would say a good is anything over like
5 gallon
20.
for by yourself.
I'd say 20 gallon is
Okay,
good.
by yourself, 5 gallons is fine. If it's just you and you're doing your own personal car, you should have enough air to get through most of the car, and it should be able to fill up. But Nate's right. If you're going to be using your air compressor for other things
Yeah.
around your house, get a 20 gallon.
I've got an 8, like a Husky that I bought from Home Depot, and that's nice. But as soon as you hook up the blow nozzle, it turns on after about 10 seconds, maybe
Yeah.
8 seconds, and then it turns on. Then the pressure drops quite a bit. It's only 150 psi. It's at like at 90 CFM or at 90 psi. It's like
Less than that.
4
Yeah.
psi.
So, and I've got a 3 gallon pancake compressor style, or not pancake, but stacked
little
gallon
like
and a half hot dog
pancake.
hot dogs.
Yum.
Hot dogs.
Hamburger
and then I
style.
have that guy, but that is a very fast fill, very similar to the California Air Tools style, and it's quiet. It still makes a little bit of noise, but it's quieter. And then it is sistered into a 6 gallon tank. So I have basically 9 gallons to work with. That is enough for me to blow out a large SUV, medium to large SUV, without draining the tank and still have enough pressure to get all the way around the car. I do have to stop and then let it fill up. So if it was me and another person detailing out of a garage and we were doing that,
Yeah.
I'd need to go up to at least a 20 gallon tank just to have enough air for the two of us.
Yeah, you're just sitting there taking turns the whole time.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, I can't. You're using up all the air.
And they're
So
pretty affordable.
They're cheap.
For
They're
a
not that
20
expensive.
gallon, you could
I
probably
bought-
get one for about $300.
I bought on a sale from Sears a long time ago, Craftsman, and I paid $500 for it. And then I bought the $200 protection plan. I got 4 air compressors over the course of 4 years
Wow.
out of that protection plan.
It's the one time I've ever heard of somebody buying a protection plan and it actually being worth
I
it.
used it, and I used the ever-living snot out of it. Every time it broke, I'd just get a new one. I'd take it back, and I'd say it's broke, and they'd give me another one.
Well, and
Jeez,
they sell those plans because they know 9 out of 10 people aren't going to use it anyway.
Right,
They're going to
exactly,
forget they
yeah.
ever got it. But then that one person, you, comes in
Yeah.
and makes them pay
Well, I
for
think my
all
dad
the
bought a
extra they
protection
made.
plan on his Craftsman. I think
Yeah.
it's like a, God, it's got to be like a 80-gallon tank. And
Yeah, it
it's-
was a
it's
60.
It's big.
Yeah.
Well, and I get it's probably just hearsay, but as I understand it, Craftsman is not what it used to be.
It wasn't, but
It's okay.
it's okay. But you know what? Most of them all nowadays, unless they're made in the U.S., aren't all that great.
Right.
Quincy's are awesome. They're $1,500 for a 60-gallon. That is one of my favorite compressors of all time. They're great. Champion makes a killer compressor. Ingersoll and Rand, killer compressor. California Air Tools, for the size and the quietness and the pressure they put out, phenomenal. All the other companies kind of manufacture stuff in China. It's okay, but it's not. Sometimes the tolerances are off. Sometimes they run a little hot. Sometimes they leak a little oil. There's a lot of things that have problems. My Craftsman leaked a lot of oil, would bleed out of the top of the head. That'd get hot. First time the motor get hot, the seals would all fail, and then it'd start leaking. I had to torque everything back down. You got to watch them. If you're using it all the time, spend the money and get a professional grade product.
Yeah, don't get one at
It-
Harbor
it'll
Freight.
pay
Don't
for
just get a Harbor
itself
Freight one. But if you're in
relatively
your garage
quickly.
and you're using compressed air once a week, once
Yeah.
a month for maybe an
yeah,
hour
then-
tops, then you're fine. Go
Yeah.
grab them from Harbor Freight or grab one from Home Depot or something. They've always got great deals.
But it's kind of like having 4-wheel
you're gonna
drive.
be filling up
you're
basketball
Not, you're
tires,
not going
but
to
you know,
use it all the
basketballs
time.
and bike tires.
But
it's
that
nice.
one time
But
when
that
you
one
need
time
it.
when you need 4-wheel drive,
Yeah.
you're glad you have it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
getting, like a 8-gallon, something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I think mine was fairly cheap.
Yeah.
And it's on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natira, I want a good camera for. Ha ha! You are funny chopping the words to make it sound like what they would say. Whoa, bit of a trek to hang out. If there's food, I'll book a flight. Do it, dude. Let's
always
hang out.
about the
We'll
food.
see you on Sunday at the MOS HQ.
Food's
Wow.
good.
Matthew Gibb, damn, I love the look of those Idaho plates. So colorful.
They're
See,
actually
Matt,
pretty
and
good.
We
You
always
know-
talk about how we want a black and white plate.
I don't know. I think the plates here are cool, but there are other states with cooler
There are
plates. Like
other states.
There are
The
some
Nevada,
states I see the plates and I
Nevada
just
plate
go,
for the
"Eh."
Wizard,
the
or
black
Merlin,
Montana plates.
or that was what it was, the Montana
yeah.
plate.
Well, I mean,
that was pretty cool.
See, for me, it was always the black California plates.
Was it
the
Montana
old
or
black
Nevada
California
when we
plates,
did
I love
the
those.
Merlin?
well, it's Montana
Was that a
because
Montana
there's I've got hypercar money, and then
Yeah.
I've got hypercar money that's registered in Montana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Montana black plates with the white outline, those look pretty good too.
I
And they're
mean, it's
clean
cool,
looking.
but all those.
But
Montana
anytime you look
plates
at
are
one,
getting
you're
cut
like,
down.
I know what you
Yeah.
did. Yeah, immediately see a Montana plate, and it's even kind of a nice car. Your first thought is automatically like, well, this guy's a
Well, but there's arguments against both.
yeah.
G. Davis, Dane, what would you charge me to edit my son's bar mitzvah video?
Bob Mitzvah.
I'm looking for something TRC style, but minus any ponies or references to chain restaurants.
See, we could,
Oh, good.
Oh.
Well, then it's more my speed. I feel like I can handle
Greg,
this.
just send that to
Greg.
Dane at theragcompany.com.
I got you, buddy.
4K
Kirby
footage
Thompson.
only.
Yeah. Time to roll home. So thanks for the Q&A and have fun with my family and friends this weekend. The fun part, I was going to tell
See you later.
Greg, is what you could do is we could send Tim down there
Oh yeah.
with the drone, and Tim could fire up that drone inside the building, get some really nice aerial shots. It's got a nice sound to it. It puts out a lot of air.
well, I mean, it's a
So-
drone. The bris is built right in.
Yep, and yeah, you might get a bris, I guess, as Dane says.
Well, but
Sorry,
I
I
think
had
that's
to.
an age difference.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I guess so.
Kind of age difference. You're right.
Yeah. Wow, I really messed that up. I
Venom
just know very
9600.
little.
Just watched an old episode of Obsessed Garage. Matt, using Optimum car wax, had me screaming. Love the guy, but he always uses too much product, then complains about streaking. Rule number 1, less is more, right?
That's definitely the
Well,
optimum.
hey, you know what?
way of life. Less
I-
is more.
Yep.
I highly recommend going and watching the IK Sprayer video with Matt, where Anthony Levi and I'm holding the camera for the whole thing. We're like spend an hour with him going over this stuff, and he gets it. But that's the thing is like once you
Oh, the
understand what
darn
he's
thing.
thinking versus what should be happening, then you kind of calibrate, and then you start to find where the problems are, and you fix it. And it works pretty good. I mean, if you watch that video, you can kind of see more of the process and what happens when someone's there to kind of help guide.
Yep. Ricky Cologne, JC, they do ship to PR. I've got the red, white, and blue Cyclone mitts to prove it. GT350, Mr. Gotta go. Beer store closes in half an hour. Have a great weekend, all. See you, man.
See ya, man.
John Hill, Cobalt Quiet Tech 26 gallon is the way to go. Long run time on the Tornador and same style motor as the California Air Tools.
There you go.
Boom.
See?
And that's what I have is that Cobalt.
See, there's an
Cobalt's
A right
good.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Venom 9600 also. My buddy got that purple power vehicle and boat wash idea from a certain Texas detailer. I tried to warn him, but what could you do? I learned not to take people's words as gospel. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Think for
That's
yourself.
why he respects us.
Let me
more
guess.
every
Let me
day.
guess that certain someone
No,
said it was the best.
Yes, probably said it was the best. Alkaline Top Hat. I bought a AGM battery for my car. The 3-year free replacement plan worked great today at 2.5 years of
Heck
life.
yeah.
Yeah, free battery day.
You.
Nice.
Cooper's barking. He's so excited
Somehow
for free
Cooper
battery
made it
day
through
too.
the 2 barriers we said.
Yeah. Ricky Cologne, maybe it's a problem on my computer or something. I will try again then. Yeah, so JC, kick out, reset your clear history,
Your
reset
cache.
your cache, because it could be
we
some
don't
cookies.
ship chemicals, right?
No, he might have an old part of the website up.
Oh.
That
And make sure it
he
didn't
probably hasn't
autofill
refreshed.
something and cause like a conflict
I
in
just
like where the
Start
address
fresh, reset everything, and then you should be good.
Yeah.
Rich Beach, I like the Texas black and white plate. Yes, us too.
Yeah.
Alkaline Dane, what has been your experience with GoPro cameras? Battery life? Is there a compatible external mic that stands out to you? I'm using them for autocross if that helps.
was. Okay. So quick answer on those. I mean, we have experience with GoPros,
Yeah.
but basically battery life is good. The issue I've run into with our GoPro experience has been on the really hot days, the GoPros will overheat. They'll have an
they're
issue.
just
and
widow guys.
It'll just wear them out. Like they'll just kind of pass out essentially, and then you got to restart them, and then you got to kind of either take them somewhere to cool off, shade, or just. I stuck one in the fridge for a while, and that helped. I mean,
Yeah.
different things you can do, but it's not that common. It's just that's what I've run into because we shoot in a lot of really hot environments when we're doing detailing videos. A lot of the time. As far as battery life is good. I haven't had too many issues with the battery life being unexpectedly short, especially on the newer ones. Any of the like the 5s and up have been very, very solid.
Yeah.
Is there a compatible external mic? I have a external mic adapter for our GoPro 5 and up, but what I've found is I haven't played around too much with it. I found that I run into like static or some kind of issue in the connection, either with a powered mic or an unpowered mic. It seems to cause different kind of staticky issues in the audio. The audio is actually better when I wasn't using an attached mic. So maybe that's something I just haven't dedicated a lot of time to figure it out because we have so many other good audio options. I just haven't messed with that. So for autocross, I would say go with the native audio in it. You probably would be surprised at how good it can be for that kind of application.
Also, I think the one biggest thing with audio is make sure that it's secured in some way, because no matter how good the audio is going to be,
Yeah.
if it's going to be clicky and rattly because it was not secured,
Yeah.
it's not going to be it's not going to be watchable.
Get a really like a tough suction mount. We had some that are kind of these like metal plate ones almost, but with a good suction cup. They're a lot stronger than the cheaper plastic ones you find. I found them on Amazon. They're really solid.
Propelling imagery, G. Davis, if you want Dane to edit your video, it may end up like the East Coast travel vlog. White Panda, which one of your towels do you recommend to remove wax or polish residue? All of them, White Panda, but the Eagles specifically. G. Davis, a revisit of Dane's last cut joke. Well done.
Glad you appreciated that.
JC, I plan on going to UM Distributors this next week to buy some TRC goodies.
Woo!
Nice.
G. Davis, propelling imagery, I agree. I think I'll be back in the Paramus Chili's again before I see that video.
Hey, in fairness, I've separated from that video. That's Tim's job.
Propelling imagery. G. Davis, if you didn't see that travel vlog, here's the link. There is no link. Tim is working on the current East Coast travel vlog for
But there are
2019.
other things that, frankly,
But we've been adding
are
stuff
higher
in front
importance.
of him. But we will get it out, guys. Fret not. You will get to see G. Davis in all his glory on the East Coast travel vlog when it debuts.
I
know
used to
everybody's
do
really
the
excited
travel
about
vlogs as a way to like fill the spaces between our other videos because I thought, hey, this is kind of fun and something I want to make use of the trip in every way possible. And the travel vlogs are really fun.
it. They're fun.
Number one, though, hardly anybody watches them. I wish more people would watch them. So if you guys haven't, please go back, go to the
Tell your
travel vlog
friends.
section, watch them, share it with a buddy. Or like, oh, you think this is like a really like, oh, they're a company. They don't.
My
do anything.
favorite
They're
one is
uptight,
our
whatever.
is,
Watch it. We're
is
goofy.
our,
It's fun.
UK adventure one.
Yeah.
That's going to be super great. When
There's
it
so
comes
much good
out.
stuff. There's a ton of good stuff
I haven't
buried
seen
in
it.
all
I
these.
just remember being there.
Oh no, all these. There's really good stuff in all of them, and I promise you, it will be a very long time before you see any of them.
Dane's
but the
trying.
thing is,
He's trying.
I have other things I have to work
Like
on,
his Jag venture, which could wait until he gets the other videos out.
and I haven't even been able to do much with
unless
that.
the
today.
videos contain him going to the DNV to get plates,
Oh my god.
That would
saying
be awesome.
baiting off.
Oh no.
What if we got those next 3 videos we just had video Dane getting turned down and denied for plates?
We could fast track that.
Let's try it. All right.
Anyway. I was just saying, somebody go ahead.
Piano Yoga Wood. After applying Optimum tire coating 5 to 6 weeks ago, I promptly curbed a tire. Does it spot repair or should I abrade the rest off, go over the whole tire again? You could probably spot repair.
Yeah.
Rectangle, what's your method for tire dressing? I always get uneven spots and can't seem to get the dressing all over the tire. I let it sit. Rectangle. I use OptiBond tire gel and I let it sit. You need to have dwell time. And let it bond. Ricky Cologne, well, since we're here, a coating removal is better to go with pearls or with 245s. I've been toying around with a few ideas of which direction to go, but want to have your input. Both work fine. Pearls are a tighter weave than the 245. They have a little more GSM, so they're a little thicker.
Yeah.
But they're both 80-20 towels, so have fun with them,
Yeah.
buddy. G. Davis, FYI, the bris and the bar mitzvah do not happen on the same day, Dane.
I know. I know.
Oh, this heat.
Bait Addict, any suggestions for my IK9 with Brake Buster? I have to use a new foam puck now after 2 sets of wheels before the sprayer clogs up completely. Doesn't seem to be the dilution ratio as it's 5 to 1. That's weird, Bait Addict. Anthony will be back next week. You can ask him or email him at anthony@theragcompany.com. Honestly, I don't know why your thing's clogging up. My guess is that it's just dirty water.
Yeah, that could vary.
It's
very
just
well
where
be.
you're up there in fancy Canada. You probably have bad water. That's all. G. Davis,
He's using maple syrup.
yeah, it's probably the maple syrup.
Not
He's
water.
trying. Yeah, it's probably need to fix it.
Duh.
Yeah, everybody knows that's what Canadians use for water.
When
Maple syrup.
I was there,
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys went there for your
the
honeymoon.
syrup flowed like the Capistrano.
Oh, nice, very nice.
Where the beer flows like wine.
G. Davis, I'm having an East Coast travel vlog premiere party, June of 2021.
Just in time for us to shoot the next one.
Coming to a tube near you.
Oh,
It
man.
worked. Bait Addict back at it. It works really well until I've done a set of wheels. Foam puck is black. That is very strange, man. I don't know why that little foam piece, that filter turns black. That's very strange. Dane, we did try to make sure that the deck was cleared before we went on each trip so
We
that
did.
all the videos filmed during that trip would give Dane almost exactly 4 weeks to get everything done. But here's what happened. Dane got sick.
Yeah.
No, that was prior to
Dane
that.
went to Texas.
Dane went to Texas and bought a Jag. No, the summer turned out to be what a summer usually is.
Things
We
pile
got
on.
busy. And then next thing you know, we're ready on the next trip. And ready to go on the next trip. But we really did try and have a plan this year to get our entire video library completely cleared out prior to doing our 3 trips in the summertime. Because we knew we were going to be filming so much and we were going to have so much footage to come back with.
Yeah.
But we got stuck with just tons of other stuff that started happening. And that's why we're stuck on that.
And
so,
frankly, like the travel vlogs, I love them, but because they get so few views compared to other videos,
They're not high
They're very
priority.
low priority. And what happens is that'll be like the one thing to do, and then all of a sudden there'll be we can go shoot this tire coating video,
Well,
and
yeah,
then we
we
go
have
do it
stuff,
and turn it
or-
around real quick and bring
or
it
we have
back out.
people come into town.
Or detox, and they got to
Yeah.
happen because the guest is there that week,
Right,
and then we're
yep.
editing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get
Things
them
pile
out.
on.
We really did try to have them have the time ready this year to be able to do that so that Dane could have the time to work on it. But we just, guys, we're busy. Like the work here never ends, and we're always coming up with new stuff. We've also started construction of our new studios, our new we've
That's
got
the other big
that's
thing.
been a big thing.
We move
so.
over there, everything becomes a lot more efficient. I feel like, the way we got to set up, we do the best we can, but it's going to feel a little clunky until we can get to that area and really
So many
streamline
whiteboards.
everything.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of whiteboards.
I have a lot of whiteboards. on it.
So I just want to just
Put it out there.
Yeah.
Bait addict.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Finally figuring out what that means. Can we get rect? See, but it's not handle. It's not rectangle.
No.
Rectangle. Can we please get him to kind of say what that is? That would kind of give me a better grasp.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
you
he,
wanna know
if he
what the
could
rectangle
tell
is.
us what his
Because it looked like
username is in
Rect-
reference to.
Rect
Fondle.
handle.
There's no end.
And
Though.
there's
That's
no
an
end.
H.
And it's no tangle.
It's rect fatal.
Rect fatal. Rect fatal?
Every time we say it, we feel like you're just a millisecond away from saying something
I
horribly
myself
offensive.
am a philatelist.
A philatelist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, fam. I don't know. It worked fine with the maple syrup
Yep.
and AF wheel cleaner. Autofanatic wheel.
Probably.
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Rectangle. Do you clay on your one step? Yes and no. If the customer is paying for it, yes. If they're not paying for it, no. Propelling imagery. G. Davis. No, it'll actually be the Jag Venture coming out on that date.
Oh man.
Alkaline Top Hat. What do you guys think about having a booth at one of them Formula Drift events in the future?
I know.
It's got to be worth our while.
I know Jimmy would love to do that.
Jimmy would love it.
Yeah.
I tell you, Dane's dad would not love it because if they're not buying towels, he doesn't want to be
God,
there.
I gotta have earmuffs on when
Gotta
I'm
have
over
I'll
here.
put it here.
I'll
People
put it
talking to
this
me
way.
when I'm trying to sell towels.
The very first event we ever went to as a company, and this goes back, it was called
Monster Jam
no,
live?
it was called IR
People love
208.
monster trucks.
IR 208.
I helped put on that show.
Yeah.
I
And-
actually designed that logo.
It was very nice. Unfortunately, it was
Nobody bought
not a
towels.
good business decision.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that go. You should come to this car show. You should come to that.
And they insisted. It was like a big tuner car show.
People
There hadn't
don't
been a
buy
lot
towels
in town.
at car shows and
Yeah,
stuff, so we
so-
don't bother with that anymore.
Yeah,
Not that
didn't
we don't
really.
want to go. We think it'd be fun.
But you got to make financially wise
It's gotta make
decisions when it
sense.
comes to traveling and setting up a booth and stuff. A booth may seem cheap, but getting the people there and paying for their time and all that stuff,
Getting
that
the
is
things
expensive when
there.
you add it all up.
and
so,
the things,
Yeah.
yeah, and
The actual products.
and then our actual salaries
strategically, yeah.
also
Oh, yeah,
get
especially if you're going to
calculated
be
into that.
selling stuff. Oh, man, that's a whole other hurdle.
Yep.
Ship stuff in advance and do all that. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna clock in because I sold this thing
Yeah.
from
Venom
30 minutes.
9600. Actually, yes, I've been forgetting to ask which towel do you recommend to remove a ceramic coating after
Huh.
you've applied it. We've always recommended 300s, 245s, pearl weaves. That's what you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then let's see. G. Davis, I hope you did not edit out the Dylan Von Cleese versus Michael Jordan Bonefish Grill rap battle.
Oh.
That was
that
a good
really
day.
is.
That was a
that's
real
a
thing.
shame.
I have
yeah.
heard about this Michael Jordan, and he sounds like I would a character that I'd like to
I hope
be around.
he's listening to us.
I've just heard
Really
great
bad at
things. I've heard
baseball.
that he likes bangs.
He loves bangs.
And I've not heard anything bad about
Yeah,
the fella.
Oh, no. Nice guy.
Derek
Real nice
Harrison, besides scan grip in the sun, what lights can be used for paint correction inspection? All lights, Derek. Preferably 6500K. That's what you want. Venom, you guys missed my question 5 comments up. I did not. I already asked it.
We got it.
Boom.
I skipped it, and then Levi went back.
Never mind. Thanks.
No comment left.
Kissy face.
No comment
You're
left
welcome, buddy.
behind.
You're welcome.
And now we're all caught up.
We're all caught up. All right.
Yep.
So.
Oh, rectangle. Well, listen,
Oh,
guys.
okay,
I made
awesome.
this name back in the day, and I've just been too lazy to change it. Lol. When I made it, I was 13. I'm now 22. It means wrecked fatal.
See, fatal. I knew it.
It was when gaming clans was a cool thing.
I mean, I knew the wrecked bit, but the fatal,
Wrecked
that
fatal.
wasn't coming through to me. So
Fatal. I see. Oh, that
Wrecked
makes sense now.
fa-
that is a
Fatal.
very
Rect
Fandom.
rectangle.
Xbox
Still like
Live
rectangle.
kind
It's
of
still like
Rect-
rectangle.
rectangle?
Yeah.
user.
Can we just call him
Handle.
rectangle?
Yeah, rectangle's fun.
Rectangle.
I just like rectangle.
Okay. Nice rectangle. I like that.
Mario Sanchez, you answered your own question, buddy. My car
Oh.
has iron spots on the white paint, and what would be the best steps to have them removed? I have a bottle of Optimum Ferrex ready to go.
There it is.
Perfect. Perfect.
There you go. Just
like that.
spray the car down with Optimum Ferrex.
Yep.
And then scrub it. And it's done.
George says hello from San Clemente.
George, you made it. Bright
Glad
and
you could
early.
join
Just
us.
in time.
Appreciate it.
You missed the first hour and a half, but it's been good so far. It's been
Just
good.
for everybody that just checked in, this is from Alejandro Bonilla. This is her plate idea for Dane.
What does it say? I can't see it.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Jagging off.
Jajinoff.
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 See,
my nickname.
that one
And
that
but-
one looks weird enough to have plausible deniability, but then if it's weird, it doesn't have the same effect, does it?
Jajinoff and
Like, if I'm gonna go for it, I gotta go for it, but I don't want to go for it.
Bad enough.
Jajinoff.
Enough. With the big slide and the
Like I say,
camper.
it's like Romanovs, but it's a little more. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, the ribs on my back. Oh, we sleep in the back of the truck and the ribs. Oh my gosh. Oh, this little S10 have very uncomfortable bed.
Well, Rectangle, I can't wait for the day I change my name and you guys won't recognize
oh,
me.
the
I'll give you guys a
boobs
good
are so
swoop.
big.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
Rectangle. Can't wait for the day I change my name and you guys won't recognize me. I'll give you guys a good swoop. Well,
Then we'll know it's him.
what if his
Yeah.
last name is just Rectangle?
What if his
Yeah.
what if his real name is Rectangle? Swoop?
Jonathan Rectangle.
Jonathan Rectangle Swoop.
His parents are real blockheads. Okay,
Well, you know
Kyle
your
House.
name is your destiny.
Hey, we all have large vessels of water
That's
in front
right.
of us.
So what if his
impressive.
my family learned this country, just different shapes, Pythagorean theorems.
Mm.
Well,
Kyle House, what do you guys think of using Ferrex as a clay lube with the Optimum Ultra Clay Towel? Totally fine to do. It's another way to wash a car. Have fun with it. Dane did that to his Jag.
yeah.
Rich Beach calling it a wrap. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, Rich.
G. Davis, is there any accent Nate can't do?
That's right.
No, because if he
No.
hasn't done it yet, he'll come up with it and he'll make it work.
Nate's fun, and I like doing different accents with
Yeah.
Nate. It's one of my favorites.
I would like to try to better myself at them, especially like other certain accents that I'm not great at. I like
Where you
Between
toe
and-
the line between horribly offensive and, hey, that's pretty good.
Between me and Nate, we can get some pretty good accents going.
Yeah.
That put Anthony to shame. Anthony is not good at
I
accents.
want to
But he's so funny
I
when he
really
does them.
like to try and be my best, and it's not trying to be insulting to the person who happens to have that accent.
Right.
It's a form of, I guess, flattery, because I
Yeah.
want to talk like
It's
that
endearment.
person.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I see that.
for anybody out there that's listening, it's not insulting.
A
to me.
lot of times when you get that, you,
Not insulting to you.
but for real, like look at context. Like, oh, is this person using this to punch down or like treat
Yeah.
other
No,
people
it's
poorly?
it's
no.
yeah, like you said.
If you're
it's-
doing it
it's-
from a good place, if you're coming at it from a non,
it's like if you go to New York.
oh, there's some good ones.
Oh my gosh, there's some
Oh.
great ones. All right, Venom 9600. Just wanted to say thanks, guys, for doing this every Thursday. We know you're extremely busy, but you guys actually take the time out of your lives and away from family to do this. God bless you all. Thanks, man.
Venom,
Alkaline
thank you.
Top Hat. How's Nate's Russian accent?
Ooh.
He's been doing it. The Jajagana.
Vodka.
He went right to the vodka. Okay.
Vodka. Vladimir Putin. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, good job. Okay.
George
was-
Zapata, any reviews on PNS leather treatment? No, George, but I do have a gallon sitting in my office. So,
How
I
do
need
you
to
like
get on
it?
it? I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, see,
G. Davis, Nate, do an angry Asian, please.
maybe don't.
I don't think you can do that.
Probably
Well,
don't.
I can.
Hans,
Did
Nate
but
can't do a
should you?
Dutch accent.
I would like to see him try.
The only I can't because I haven't listened to enough Dutch people.
Spend 5 minutes with Hans. There's no getting around.
So yeah, bring me along your next Jag venture across the seas, and
That'd be great.
yeah.
Venom, you guys helped me so much, and others, in my opinion, we owe you guys much love.
Well,
Thanks,
awesome.
man. We
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
it. Natyra, it's been great catching up with you guys. Until next week, same TRC time, same TRC channel.
Beer mug.
TRC time channel time. Change.
Words.
Same.
I love it.
We're
Okay.
here
We're
at
at
the
the place.
place.
Thank you, Natyra.
All the app
Have yourself a good one.
places.
All the haps. Rectangle. Oh, Alkaline. How about Nate's impression of Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory?
Did they? Get that to my laboratory.
Just say, you know what they want you to say. You did omelette du fromage. Come on.
What?
Oh, what?
What are you talking about?
Everybody knows the omelette du fromage episode. That's like the most famous
Dane,
Dexter's Laboratory
I'm
episode.
like 50.
What?
They want.
I'm an old
I
man.
grew up with.
He's
okay.
not. He's not 50. He's
Man.
same age as you.
Yeah.
But just
What?
saying. Like,
Man, anybody who knows Dexter, guys, please reaffirm. 90s kids in the comments. Tell me, omelette du.
you did.
Fromage.
Good work.
Omelette du.
Rectangle
Fromage.
found Anthony a couple years ago. He was doing an unboxing of a Chemical Guy's bucket and products review.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before he worked here.
I saw that video.
Oh,
It's actually wow. This stuff smells really
Smells
good.
really good.
It's
This is awesome. It's good at cleaning. Good
It
stuff.
smells
cleaning.
just like
oh,
yellow.
good. I got a couple at least.
Stefan, got my leatherette cut half-inch on a door card. How do you repair it? Super glue. You can, or you can look at getting a kit or take a class from Color Lock when they're going to be traveling around the U.S. next year. They could probably fix that for you. Rectangle, damn guy fooled me into buying it. Well, that's what happens when you follow YouTube celebrities. Alkaline top
Says
hat.
the you. Just kidding.
Levi, is that gallon of leather conditioner because your skin is that dry? No, I do. I have it.
Lol.
Bait addict, lol, omelette de fromage.
There's the
Omelette
omelette
de fromage. Bait addict, haha. Oh, Dexter. Rectangle, do an impression of Matt. Bait addict makes a dirty comment. And then Venom says, also, Vaughn's favorite dual-action polisher, Zen tool, I believe, is the vibration as tolerable as the Roops. The reason it's Vaughn's favorite is because that's what Optimum carries. Zen tools. That's what they have. That's their tool. So
Fun fact, he
That's
was
all.
involved with the original Porter cable and all kinds of other
he's
stuff.
known
too,
as the
so.
father of the Porter Cable 7424.
Yeah.
That's the reason that was invented, was because of Yvonne. So
Yeah, it's not a bad way to go. But then we got that. So
I like
what do we got?
I like all the accent
Yeah,
questions.
it's fun.
yeah,
I can do one. I can do one of Matt.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's hear Matt. I know Matt would appreciate hearing
This-
Matt.
This darn thing.
It's subtle, but it's there. Like
Yeah.
you just kind
Darn.
ask us to go watch half a movie.
of. Oh, that's the best. That's my favorite thing Matt has ever said to us. Is like,
No, guys, no shoes or food or drink in
you
the
guys
theater.
want to go watch half a movie?
Just so you know. Wait, what? I can't bring my soda in with me?
Well-
no, and you got to take your shoes off.
Well, I had the first gen Raptor, and then I had the second gen Raptor.
Frickin' thing.
Just know for a fact that we actually really like Matt. And
Oh, Matt's a great
It's one of
guy.
those things like you can poke fun and
We love
still
Matt.
enjoy a person's
See,
company.
it's endearment.
Totally
Like going to
endearment.
my other point. It's if you go to New York,
Yeah.
you want to talk like someone from New
What
York.
I love is that Nate is like me in the sense that I feel like sometimes when I hear people with an accent, I end up starting to talk to them back in that accent.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, it starts to kind of through
Because
osmosis.
because it's just you wanna make that person feel
Comfortable.
and
Yeah, I do that like if I'm talking to somebody on the over on the East Coast and they they
this
they
frickin'
start
thing.
just guys, just want you to know I just bought some of that bead maker.
Oh,
and
that is
some
wicked awesome.
Some of the brake buster.
Oh yeah.
And I got it in there. We're gonna be using it on our cars. It's gonna be great.
We used to work with this guy that was
Oh,
from
man.
Boston.
Mm,
He loved the Patriots.
yes.
So
of
we'd
course.
always make fun of him, and it was around Thanksgiving time, and me and my buddy me and my coworker were in our office, and he's like, imagine what Grace is gonna sound like at that house. He's like, first of all, let's thank our Lord and Savior Tom Brady.
So Augie has a very strong South Boston accent.
Oh yeah,
That's where
yeah,
he's. It's where he's. He's born and bred
car,
in South
Baz,
South Boise,
beers,
South Boise.
Yeah.
Tom
So
Brady.
Augie's always like, "Hey ma, so I got my shots. I changed my shots because they were wet. I'm gonna go over to Cadence's house. I'll take the
I
truck.
changed my shots because I got shots, which gave me shots.
Maybe
Yeah.
stop it.
He's always
like-
Villains.
Ooh,
Get me
here's your keys. He's very.
Hey ma, let's go get a cruller.
Did you guys see what I did to the cat Sherlock? I got the cat.
Got him
here.
all riled up.
He was kneading me in my
The last
head,
10
and I
minutes
was
of the
like,
show are going
"Ow."
to be nothing but bad accents. Guys. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's because the
Punt,
people
Nate is primed to wait
signing
for his
off.
bad impression. I want to hear Levi sing Rammstein Go. Nope. The Du Hast. Sorry, buddy.
I already did do Haas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but we did. So Augie's funny because he does that with that accent all the
I
time.
feel like most kids,
Hadley does it. She
because
has
of speech.
Well, yeah, and Hadley did have. She
Yeah.
has echolalia, so that is a normal thing, especially with kids with autism, where they literally when they can't talk, they just repeat what they hear,
Yeah.
and so she repeats what she hears based on like accents people talk to her in.
As a
And so-
favorite
yeah.
movie as a kid was The Town, and she liked to watch it.
I
And
say, wait,
then
how
she
old?
sound like The Town.
The Town's not an old movie.
She wouldn't watch The Town.
No?
She was asleep usually when I was.
Ah,
She was still on my lap.
ah.
I mean, I'm watching it, but
Huh.
no. But
No.
it's always fun to see all that. Augie's accent convinces me your kids are even more awesomely, but they are. Aug literally was in a box this morning, sitting on the couch. So this is what he did. Carly sent me a picture this morning. He's sitting on the couch in a box
Mm-hmm.
with one of his big soft blankies inside of it wrapped around him, and he was in heaven.
Mm.
Nothing like sitting on a couch inside of a box.
Well,
You know, start your morning off right.
I don't know what it is, but just a good box, a good sized.
Good sitting box. Good box to sit in, just chill out.
It can be whatever the heck you want it to be.
Well,
Why
yeah.
not?
That's why.
Especially add the blanket aspect.
That's one of the reasons Dane has the mail room.
Ah.
It feels like he's got like a nice cardboard
You
sanctuary.
think you're out, Dane, and then they pull you back
that
in.
mail room pulls you back. Oh.
I'm mostly looking at my
Huh.
phone because I'm confused. The aspect ratio looks funny on our feed.
Oh,
It looks like we're letterbox.
The aspect
Is he
ratio.
a cat? Yes. Yeah, Alkaline Tahoe, he is. Our cat's name is Sherlock, too. Stefan, are detailers and wrappers friends? Because if you wrap it, you don't need to worry about polishing it, only about cleaning it. Not true. You can actually polish a wrap.
You can.
You have to be careful to keep the heat down.
But
my
you have to
Suburban does need
detail
to
it
be
before
wrapped.
wrapping it.
And you do have to detail it before wrapping it. So we are trying to bridge that gap between detailers and wrappers and try and get
I
people
think it's
to work
going
together.
fairly swimmingly.
We're doing very well. I did not tell you, Chuck from Fellers brought me a 3M Style Your Ride kit. It's very nice
Oh.
of him.
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to him about the package that you received? About the 3M Style Your Ride package?
It all came as one big gift.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about
no.
either. I must be confused.
No.
Whoa,
but I've got-
JC's getting intense here. We better.
Best
answer
tire
his question.
best tire dressing in your guys' opinion. Best tire dressing.
Oh.
yeah,
boy.
wow, JC, that's
Okay.
awesome.
Mine-
4 times. No, but yeah, we're always trying to do a lot of wrapping. Dane is, or Nate is, does a little wrapping on the side too.
I've wrapped a couple times. Yeah.
He's a rippity ripper. And so, but I've got some of the items seem to be doubled up in my 3M Style Your Ride kit there, Nate. So I'm probably going to be splitting it with you. So
Well, that's what I was
just so
talking
you
about
know.
originally. I didn't
Yes.
realize that you had gotten a first one.
No, I only got one.
Oh,
Chuck showed
right.
up yesterday to hand it to me.
Oh,
He goes,
gotcha.
I got this for you.
Oh, gotcha.
I said, oh,
see.
thanks, man. Appreciate it. So,
All right.
but the dude from 3M did send an email saying that he wanted to talk to you.
Ooh.
Remember that?
I called him.
Yeah, and you guys
Oh,
talked.
he called me.
And what did he say?
Well, he was from Canada,
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh man, that's good."
you did a great. Yeah, you did a real great job on that video there that you made for me. That was
well,
real
I'm
nice.
I'm up in Ottawa, or was he in
Probably in,
Saskatchewan?
We're back to
Saskatchewan and
accents again.
Saskatoon.
Yeah, Saskatoon. It's cold up here.
Real cold.
And
real cold up there.
he's like, "Oh my, that's good."
So there's just not as many places I
Gotta
can use my
send that
Stewie
over.
Griffin or my Charlie. Like those are the things I have going for me. They are
yeah,
really relevant
so
here.
definitely keep up the good work, and yeah.
He say he was going to send you anything, get you something, little treat, little something. out. Appreciate it.
just some kudos.
Oh, nice. That's always good. You know, get the
Uh,
kudos, a pat on the back.
Yeah. Next time he's gonna be down here,
He's going to stop by, say
yeah,
hello.
he's gonna stop
Maybe
by,
buy you a hamburger or something, some fries.
and maybe just
Have some
kind
beers?
potentially wanting to do another one.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And the new studio that we're working on. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Bait Addict, what's the miles per gallon and smiles per gallon on the XKR?
I'd
Bait,
say it's
I
a-
would be happy
Well,
to
it's
answer.
about-
you got to ask the IROC woman about that. She'll tell you the smiles per gallon on that.
Miles per gallon, I've been averaging, no joke, about 19. So not as bad as you'd think, considering it's like 550 horse. But
Maybe 15 on a 15 kilometers on a good day.
oh man, okay.
Right in
And the
town.
smiles per
Right in
gallon,
town.
I'm stupid happy with that car. That car makes me so happy. I love it.
It doesn't make Liz happy.
Liz actually
I
really
know,
likes
I'm
it
just
too.
messing.
I will say she likes it.
Just get me away from these bills.
That's all she wants us to get
She
out
likes
of that bill.
she
room.
likes riding in the Jaguar so much better than riding in the Volvo.
Oh, I bet it's because it's
Yeah.
comfy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt her back.
It's cushy and the seats are like crazy 20-way adjustable. So.
Yeah. She gets her sweet spot. set up.
JC,
There you
I'd
go.
say probably Optimum Optibond
Yeah.
or TPC.
Optibond tire dressing
Yeah.
is probably the best one for us that we like, that we use.
Venom, good movie. The Town. Yeah, it was heat, but
Venom, not good movie.
It was heat, but slightly different, but still good.
He's great.
Yeah, Gone Baby Gone.
Baby
is-
Gone Baby
is
Gone is
great.
awesome.
Love
movie.
Casey
Great
Affleck. I
movie.
think he's
super
awesome.
good in that.
Yeah.
Prime Detailer. Detail. Oi, my aspect ratio is killing me. I don't know what
Alkaline
that was.
Top Hat
We're
wins
letterboxed
TRC,
right
gonna go
now.
autocrossing. I don't know, probably next year.
Hmm.
Rectangle. Nate's a rapper. Let's hear some sweet rhymes.
Oh well,
Car
I don't
rapper.
want this. I don't want this.
He doesn't want that to be the last thing you
Alkaline
remember.
saying that Nate's going between Canada and Ireland with his accent. Beta
Right.
says he's dead, Levi. Laughing my AO.
I don't know.
Mum.
Like
Mummy, mum.
so with
Mummy.
like Ireland and in Scotland, like Jon Snow's
No.
brother.
That's the north.
That's the
That's
north.
that's a more northern England.
But that's one thing. Like
than
I
north.
feel like New Zealand and Australia, like those are very similar. Scotland,
They're not.
in a way,
They're,
like
they're similar, but
they're similar.
I guarantee you, our Australian friends on the show right now would tell you that New Zealand's very different.
Well, no,
from
they're
Australia.
similar.
Yes, you are correct.
But like
in
also like
sound and temperament.
Ireland, Scotland, I think those are very. I don't know. I can't. There's no
distinguish.
distinction. Yeah.
See, and I distinguish between Ireland and Scotland, and you can distinctly tell between northern UK and southern UK.
It's-
Or England.
Oh, like
It's the way words are inflected.
like Cockney and
Not even Cockney, just northern
Cockney
dialect,
is kind of like slang,
or Welsh,
isn't
even.
it? Like
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, that's it.
scumbag.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that's kind of that.
Like a soccer hooligan.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
soccer
For some
hooligan.
reason,
A
my
bunch
brain
of
goes back
hooligans.
to the movie Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, and I'm thinking back to when Paul Rudd was playing John Lennon, and he's just sitting there. He's like, "There's no limit to what you can imagine."
Yeah.
And he's just
That's
moving his
good.
mouth around way too much.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ugh.
All right, enough with the accents, Dane.
Yeah.
We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds from calling it.
Do you
I
have-
say
Pretty good.
let it go.
Do you have any other accents?
I mean, I have Charlie, but I just revert to that when I'm in
So
an
what
uncomfortable
is
situation.
what is your plan
Paul Fresco says,
for
"Yo,
this weekend? Hey, Polly, what's up, buddy?
Yo.
All right, what's your plan for this weekend, Dan? What are you gonna be doing?
For this weekend, I
Changing
have
light bulbs
my
on the exterior of the house.
no, my cousin's in town,
Oh,
so
that's right. We met her today. She sat in as the new
Yeah.
president of the rag company.
Yeah,
She just moved up.
the queen to
She's-
the throne."
that,
Yeah.
that was fast.
She just rolled on in here. She is now a new employee. She
Whoa.
is working under Carolyn.
Yeah,
And
she seemed like she
yeah.
got a handle on the business pretty,
yeah, she was pretty
quickly.
Good.
Yeah.
It was funny when she chastised Dane in the meeting and said, "Sorry, Dane, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in charge. I'm the boss."
Yeah.
Oh,
And Dane was like, "But I've worked here since day one." She said,
literally day one.
"Yeah, that's fine, but I'm still ahead of you and
Oh
boss."
yeah, you can
Oh.
keep that under your belt, but
Yeah.
just know things are changing.
Yeah, that was really.
It's,
it was
it's almost as
awkward.
bad as a good for you.
It was strange and awkward.
Oh, that's nice, honey.
You know, as the new number 6 of the rag company, it was nice to meet her.
man.
Sorry, Dane, for getting dropped down to farther down the chain.
Just
I know
hitting
it
every
hurts.
branch on the way down this tree.
I know it hurts.
Pretty
and I
soon, next
apologize.
day, Nate's gonna bypass.
It's gonna be strange when that day happens.
He's gonna be next place. Nate.
the nation is
Next place, Nate.
the
No,
nation's
but it was
strong.
So you're gonna hang out, but we're just kidding, guys. Seriously though, it was fun though, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have fun with her this weekend.
So
Like,
they're
you
gonna
guys going
go
up to
spend some
McCall?
time in McCall, but when they come back, I'm gonna have dinner with them and just all hang out.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what are you doing
have a
the
good
rest of the time while your mom's in McCall with
The
her?
rest of the time, I'm probably finally going to give the Jag its first wash since it was coated. I've been purposely leaving it alone until now. So
Yeah, okay.
it's a black car, so it's showing the spots and stuff, but it's coated. So
Rectangle was wondering if she took over
Oh.
Morgan McFlurry's job.
No.
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 Morgan's
Morgan's
pretty
just sick.
secure at her job. She'll be all right.
And she's
Morgan's
just sick.
Sick, brah. Okay.
No,
so-
Morgan is leaving on a special mission with our friend Sydney
Yeah.
at iWash Auto Detailing on Monday. So she's just trying to get healthy before she gets on a plane and then gives everybody a sickness.
And if all goes well, she'll be vlogging
Where
that
she's
journey as well.
gonna get
So-
sick on the plane.
She'll get sick again on the plane, and when they get home, they'll probably be sick.
But I mean, on a plane, at least, if other people get sick from there, they can't pin it on anybody because
True.
you're on a plane. I mean, it's just a
Oh,
flying
jeez.
sick
Don't know
capsule.
who it is. It's
Yeah.
just me, yeah.
Just knock
So,
on wood. huh?
Kind of gross.
Best
okay.
place in Canada to go buy bulk TRC towels.
Well,
Canadian Tire. Just kidding.
Not
you won't
Canadian.
find them there.
Just kidding.
No.
we don't have we've got
distributors in
distributors,
Canada.
but
Just look on our website. We've
reach out to
got
them and see if you can get some bulk
a
towels from
distributor
them.
tab.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah.
Auto Obsess and eShine, and then you could take
And
a
Auto
look there. And
Fanatic.
Auto Fanatic also. Kind of depends on which side of the country you're on.
Yep.
It'll kind of help more that
yeah,
way.
we're working
but-
on other ones, so
yeah.
don't worry.
And I believe we have some coverage on Amazon.ca.
All right, Dane's gonna wash his car. Everybody, Nate, what are you
All
doing this
right.
weekend?
I don't know.
I'm gonna detail a
I'm-
car. I have one car. So
I don't know. I was supposed to go watch my dog, but they just put it down. So
What?
I'll
not
see you guys
his-
later.
Not his parents' dog. Not his dog. His parents' dog.
I just
Yeah.
like Lady McNugget looked fine last I saw her.
Yeah, no, she was sick, Dane.
Oh my god.
So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I kind of got
So your parents,
I'm
one of
off
your
the hook
one of your
now.
parents' labs,
the last one.
the last one.
Yeah, so they're going. I don't know where they're going. I was thinking about maybe taking some product pictures, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go.
All right.
I think I'll go for a drive after I clean it. Get it dirty again.
Get it dirty
Clean
again. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Maybe go for a drive
There you go.
first.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I just want to drive.
Yeah. There
All
we go.
right.
All right. Here we out.
All right,
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, especially since you're on the Rag Company channel. I would ask, since we do this as a podcast on Mondays, if you can go over to the Rag Company podcast YouTube channel, hit subscribe over there. If you're subscribed to this channel, I
Merch link
suspect
in
you will
bio.
like that one as well. So please go over there if you want to hear us all talk more. You made it this far, so you must be interested. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Any rate, guys, we're also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Tuner FM, and all those places. I'm messing up my words. Any rate,
all the app and
all
places.
the places
the
you
app
can
and
find
places.
podcasts, we're there. And if we're not, tell us so we can be there.
Also, guys, it's October, and we are now in the last month
Spooky.
before SEMA. We leave November 1st for SEMA. So
Every day there's something
is
else we have to cram in
super
that
fun
crate.
stuff. No, the crate's leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's out of here. So we're going to
Yeah.
have some fun with it.
So we're set. Guys, once again, thank you so much. We'll catch you next week. Adios.
Bye.
See ya.